This week, we're talking about
the most epic family that space, the galaxy, has ever known.
No, what? No.
The Skywalkers.
No.
Skywalker.
No, Skinwalkers. Jeff.
Like my father before me.
No, Skinwalkers.
This week, we are going to be discussing the most beautiful place on Earth. We're talking about Skywalker Ranch.
No, it's Skinwalker Ranch.
This is where George Lucas has put all his prized possessions in one place.
No. It's totally different.
I can't wait for this episode.
No.
All my fellow nerds of the dark side.
Oh, man.
I hope you're ready. Let's roll.
Yep. Listener discretion is always advised. All aboard the Midnight Train. Hello, passengers, and welcome to the Midnight Train, where we bring the dark to light. Yes, we make fun of and joke about creepy stuff while bringing you as much information on each topic as possible. Of course, we are a comedy podcast, if you didn't know that, and stuff can get pretty dark, so if you're not into that, listen, no hard feelings, we get it, but if you're new here, listen, thanks for, hanging out, give us a chance. Because everyone else here, they know what we're doing.
We can dance if you want to. We can leave your friends behind. Because if your friends don't dance and they don't dance, then they're no friends of mine.
Safety. Dance. Starting off really weird here. So I am your host, the conductor of the cryptic, Jonathan Sayer, and with me, of course, are my hosts, Logan Sayer and Jeff Butchko.
Hello. We like to dance. Yeah. When we want to.
Yeah.
Hi, fellas. Only women at Biodome. That's it.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Fuck 'em up. So listen, our Patreon bonus for this week, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to be discussing Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine, or whatever her name is, Maxwell.
No way.
Yeah.
Finally?
Yeah, we're finally going to get into it.
I'm not high enough for it yet.
Yeah, because why not?
Dude, we're going to be up till 3 in the morning.
Right.
Did you bring?
What's that? No.
You can say weed.
No, I can't.
It's illegal.
Oh, is it?
It's here.
Oh, yeah. So listen, if you want to hear us rant and talk about this and see what our conspiracy theories are here and whatnot, sign up to become a pooper on our Patreon page. You can do that, on our website. It's just the midnighttrainpodcast.com, or, whatever. You'll find out more later. So speaking of later, let's move all that stuff to the end. All right, let's just get into this. Let's turn down the lights, adjust our seats, grab a drink, and let's get spooky. But first, here's a toast.
Twisted fire starter?
I have a great story, by the way.
Yes.
This goes out to all you beautiful motherfuckers.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Now go home and get your shine box.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
And what's in the lunchbox?
Holy shit, that's so cool.
So cool.
So cool.
All right, so we're talking about this here. And, of course, we're not talking about Skywalker Ranch.
We're not? Lame.
Oh, yeah, we're not. We're not.
The greatest place on Earth, by the way.
It probably is.
Speaking of,
oh boy,
we have to address it. We're on the subject. Did you finally watch the Boba Fett? Are you caught up?
Nope.
Oh my God, you're missing the coolest shit ever.
Okay, don't say anything.
Dude, when
I'll
Darth Maul comes back,
I'll talk about it.
Did you watch it?
No.
Are you, dude? Okay, I'm gonna say this.
All right,
and I'm a big Star Wars and always have been.
No spoilers.
I'm not gonna spoil it. Right. I'm just gonna say that this show, this series, this season of Boba Fett is the best Star Wars we've had since Empire.
Wow.
I'm going to put that down on the table right now. You heard it, folks. And I know people that watch it are agreeing with me.
Pretty ballsy.
You need to watch it and see.
All right, I will. So the Uinta Basin is a section of the Colorado Plateaus province, part of the enormous Intermontane Plateaus division. It is also a geological structural basin in eastern Utah, east of the Wasatch Mountains and south of the Uinta Mountains.
God bless you.
Okay. Why are we talking about this? Well, keep listening.
Okay.
For as long as humans have lived in the Uinta Basin, they've seen strange things in the sky. In the 1970s, Utah State professor Frank Salisbury wrote a detailed, profoundly investigative book about hundreds of UFO sightings seen in the basin called the Utah UFO Display, a Biologists Report. However, the weird stuff goes way beyond strange flying anomalies. For 15 generations, indigenous tribes, including the Utes, have referred to this ridge as being, quote, in the path of the Skinwalker. That's why we're here today. And we've talked about doing this episode for a while. We were supposed to get like super, super baked and do this one.
Why would we do that? That's illegal.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, we're not. I'm not even drinking right now, which is a total shame.
Yeah, what's up
I know.
with that?
I feel like I'm failing all of you passengers right now.
Are you like turning in a? Are you turning a corner? As
I
they
am.
say?
I am.
Really?
I am. Yeah.
I'm kind of worried.
Yeah, you should be, because that just means I'm going to be on point.
Why is he doing this?
Yeah.
Are you?
Well, I don't know. I just thought my son would get me something to drink, but that's all right. You know.
Oh, I get it now.
Whatever.
Hold on. What do you want?
If there's anything in there, he's really going to get it right now. That's so funny. Logan, you're such a good boy.
It's going to be, what do they call them things? A seltzer?
Oh, God, that's all we got, isn't it?
White Claws?
I don't think we have any real beer.
It's a
What about upstairs?
cranberry ale.
People are listening right now who are new going,
Oh, my God.
what the fuck am I listening to?
I just love the taste of cranberry ale.
Hey, listen, I do want to say thank you, everyone, for all the new reviews we've been getting. Like, we've been getting a lot of them. It's so cool. Thank you tremendously.
Am I getting recipes?
No recipes yet.
Well, then fuck you guys. Get to work.
Fuck your face. So thank you guys for the for all that, and we really do appreciate it. We know there's a ton of podcasts you can listen out there too, and you guys probably do. But thank you for letting us go into your ear holes, because it's important to us.
Yeah.
And obviously we've been working on the new podcast coming out, Icons and Outlaws. That's going to be fun. A lot of cool stuff for you guys to hear. And
a lot of surprises.
Lots of surprise. It's just going to be fun.
Yeah.
And it's just right in our wheelhouse. You know what I mean? So like this stuff here, I'm very intrigued by it, and I love learning new things. But with that, it's like we're throwing knowledge out there too.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Which is probably not good, but we'll find out. We'll see. So in the Navajo culture, a skinwalker is a harmful witch who can turn into, possess, or disguise themselves as an animal.
So what do they call that? Not a changelum. What is it called?
Changeling?
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 Not like a druid. What the hell is it called?
Road.
They call it. It's called something. Logan, what do they call monsters that can change? Not a changeling. What did you get?
You got me a non-alcoholic.
Laguna Beach.
It's actually really good.
What do they call like animals or beasts or monsters that can change? Not changeling, but what is it called? There's like a specific word for it. It's been in movies. I can't remember what the hell it's called.
They like morph and stuff.
Skinwalkers.
It's not that.
It's
Nope.
not a myriad. It's
Not a druid.
no druids. They do change.
They
but they're-
shapeshift. Shapeshifter. That's what I'm. Son of a bitch. All that for that.
That took a long time to get to that point.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, we got to the point.
Right. So the legend of the shape-shifting, which is right in the
It was the next. Of course it was. Fucking life, right?
Yeah. Oh, I'm not doing that one. Good God.
What is that?
It's an excellent find.
Yeah, that's an 11% stout. It's delicious.
You guys,
It's from Brewing Project. You got an opener on you?
you don't have your keys?
No.
God, do I have to do everything. I want to explain something to the listeners
Kind of.
here.
Go ahead.
Every day I come over here.
Oh,
Okay,
there's one right over there.
he has an alcohol collection that is like going to like a Payless shoe store or any sneaker store for that matter, where you're looking around and you're like, well, I want Adidas. And there's like a whole row of Adidas. And you're like, well, no, I want Pumas. And you turn around, there's Pumas.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I want Nikes. You turn around, there's like, you have like every single beer made, I think.
Well, I own a bar.
I know, but it's, John, you have a problem.
Hence why I said what I said
Your friends and
earlier.
family are here. Dr. Phil's upstairs.
That's all right. I don't need none of you. I'm not an alcoholic. I don't go to meetings.
It's a non-alcoholic beer.
Oh, yeah.
John, how many drinks do you have in one day?
I don't know. I always tell myself I'm never going to drink, and then I wake up.
Damn it, Bobby.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of sad. That wasn't funny.
That's good.
That tugged at my heartstrings.
What was it funny?
Shut up.
Should I not have laughed?
So the
Yes, yeah.
So the legend of the shape-shifting entity known as the Skinwalker has primarily been seen as a hoax. Okay.
Oh.
It's hard to believe that a human-like figure has been transforming into a four-legged animal and terrorizing families in the American Southwest for centuries.
True Blood. We've all watched True Blood.
True
on
Blood was
HBO.
awesome. Great
It was
show.
good.
I love that
Until
show.
it went into fairies. Then I was like,
Yeah, that was kind of
why?
weird.
Like, it was
kinda
good
weird.
until it got to
Yeah,
that.
It was good. I liked it. I don't know. I thought it was a good show. So while not precisely proven, the Navajo Skinwalker has profound roots in Native American lore. Okay. So what exactly is a skinwalker? As the Navajo English Dictionary explains, the skinwalker has been translated from Navajo Yi Nadlushi. And I actually looked up the pronunciation for that, and I got that shit right.
That's actually how you say it?
Yi Nadlushi.
I would have said yay Naldushai.
Right. That's not it.
No.
Right, yeah.
The literal translation means, quote, by means of it, it goes on all fours.
Like your dog.
Yeah, right. Correct. And the Yi Naldushi is just one of the many varieties of skinwalkers called the Antgini. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. I did my research because I knew there's going to be some fucked up shit in here.
Yeah.
So, and it's considered one of the most volatile and dangerous witches.
Oh.
So that's what it stems from. It stems from them being like, it's supposed to be witches.
Yeah, named Wendigo.
That's not the Wendigo.
But no, we're not talking like witches with the pointy hat riding the broomstick. We're talking about like Wiccan, right? Like
We're talking about Native American witches.
like Blair Witch kind of
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Like
We're not talking like
not
the
hocus pocus.
Wizard of Oz. Like,
Yeah.
you know, none of that.
Get you, my pretty.
No, not like that.
By the way, did we
Uh-oh.
talk about that on another show? All the fucked up shit that happened to those actors from all the makeup and
yeah.
like crazy stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
We've
yeah,
talked
we
about
did.
that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's a crazy story.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the Navajo people, witchcraft is just another part of their spirituality and one of the ways of their lives. Witchcraft has long been part of their culture, history, and traditions.
It's witchcraft. Who is that?
Oh,
You know who it is. I think. Do you not know?
Bewitched.
I don't know what that's singing again.
It's Frank Sinatra.
Oh,
It's witchcraft. You didn't even sing it
You've
like
never-
Frank Sinatra.
You've never watched Roger Rabbit? Where he pulls out the sword, it's like, it's strictly taboo.
it's so funny.
Disappointed.
People are like, yeah, we're not listening to These guys know nothing of music.
Well, the way you didn't. I mean, I heard like a.
All I heard was
a millisecond snippet of it.
You never know.
Yeah, I
Wasn't even
guess.
saying
Got to
like
keep you on your
Sinatra.
feet.
So witches exist alongside humans and are not supernatural beings. Okay, you guys follow that?
I got
Not
it.
supernatural beings.
Correct.
Okay.
The Navajo believe there are places where the powers of both good and evil are present and that those powers can be harnessed for either. Medicine men utilize these powers to heal and aid members of their communities. At the same time, those who practice Navajo witchcraft seek to direct the spiritual forces to cause harm or misfortune to others.
Oh.
Like voodoo.
Yeah, so it's from what I've looked through this, and if I get any of this stuff wrong, please blame the internet. That's how we do this. But I researched the shit out of this, and it sounds to me like there's good medicine men, and then there's bad medicine
Well,
men.
their shamans are the healers.
Right, so it's basically shaman and then witches, and the
Right.
witches are the ones that like to turn into freaking, a dog. And
Yeah, they're the ones that
run
take
around
like frog legs and lizard eyes, and they put it all in the cauldron. And
Nope, wrong,
Nope, nope,
wrong,
nope.
wrong. No,
That's the one you go to when you got a wart on your knee and you're like, hey, I got a wart on my knee. And they're like, all right, you're a frog now.
what?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
I guess we're both wrong.
Yeah, damn. So, so again, at the same time, they just wanted to do bad. All right. So this type of Navajo witchcraft is known as the witchery way, which uses human corpses in various ways, such as tools from the bones and concoctions that are used to curse, harm, or kill intended victims.
So they were necromancers
Yes, kind of. Yes,
Kind of like the movie The Witch.
or the necromancer.
yes,
the newer one.
Yes, which
Where the little girl
did you like
becomes
that one?
With the two V's.
It was okay until the end.
Yeah, the end
And I
was
don't want to
odd.
spoil it, but
Yeah, the end was- yeah.
It was kind of like it was a little far fetched.
I
Like
liked-
you had this serious tone, like somber movie, and it was like it had spooky tones in it, and it was really like eerie. And then all of a sudden, you got like what happened, and
Yeah.
it's like
Then that big
that
deer.
kind of ruined it
was it
for me.
That's the one with the big deer, right?
Well, I mean, you could spoil it for everybody. I was trying not to for 5 minutes. but
People
go ahead.
know. People know. Fuck them.
Is that the one? Is that the one?
Yes, it is that one.
Are you sure that's not the village?
No. The
No,
village is
the
where
village is
they're just
like fake.
they hid.
It was
They made a colony
yeah.
in today's age.
M
but,
Night
like,
Shyamalan Ding Dong.
I thought that was when I was
The Village was a great movie.
No.
by the way. Dude, that story is pretty fucking creative.
I mean, it's a creative story, but the movie's garbage. In
Well,
my,
yeah, the
in
movie.
my opinion.
Because you don't like Joaquin.
Who?
Joaquin.
No, I actually love
Joaquin?
him. Dude, he was great in Cash.
What did you think of the Joker?
I thought it was
I
good.
thought it was good.
If it wasn't a
I thought it was
DC
good.
movie,
It was
it was good.
over the top.
It was a slow
yeah,
burn, dude.
yeah.
I thought it was going to be like way more like that. Which, by the way, new Batman looks badass.
I don't know yet.
Yeah,
I'm not-
I've seen
I'm not
some
how I feel
like
about this
some
guy,
shit.
though.
It's like they're trying to reboot The Dark Knight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does in a way.
but they're
he
bringing in
seems,
a Twilight vampire. It's cool.
Yeah, but see, I've never seen those movies, so I think I can actually look at him a non-biased way. You know what I mean? Like I look at him like just another actor. I mean, he's a goofy looking fucker.
Oh yeah, he is.
You know what I mean? But he just seems to have that whole Bruce Wayne persona down, at least from what I've seen so far. So
Yeah, we'll see.
yeah, we'll see.
Who be seen?
Right. So the knowledge of these powers is passed down from the elders through the generations, obviously. The Navajo are part of a larger cultural area that includes the Pueblo people, Apache, the Hopi, the Ute, and other groups that also have their versions of the Skinwalker. Side note. So my cousin's name is Uintah.
No way.
So every time I see this, I want to call them the Utas. Or start calling her Ute. You know. Anyway, so among these tribes, several stories and descriptions have been told throughout the years about the Skinwalkers. All right. And going back to that, each of the Skinwalkers consist of an evil witch capable of transforming itself into an animal. That's what the whole point from what I've read this is. See, I always thought the Skinwalker was just like on the lines of like a Sasquatch or a Wendigo or something like completely different.
I had no idea what it was, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Wendigos change their shape.
What?
Wendigos change shape.
No, they don't.
Have you seen one?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Shut up.
Moody would be so pissed.
I
if he
know.
was sitting
I
here
know.
right now.
He's probably throwing stuff right now across the room. You fucking idiots.
Yeah.
So sometimes these witches evolved from living their lives as respected healers or spiritual guides who later chose to use their powers for evil. Though they can be male or female, they are more often male. They walk freely among the tribe during the day and secretly transform at night. To become a skinwalker, they must be initiated by a secret society that requires the evilest of deeds. The killing of a close family member, most often a sibling, kind of, like the Soul Stone,
So you have to kill Reagan to be a skinwalker.
Okay, easy. What?
Jesus Christ.
I don't
My God.
You didn't even think about it.
Yeah, there wasn't even hesitation.
Was there supposed to be
Yes.
Sorry. Let me think
All
about
right, you got to kill Riley. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5.
Okay, easy.
Okay, 5 seconds for Riley.
Jesus.
I have no. I don't even
I'm
know.
gonna watch my back around this guy. So it's kind of like the Soul Stone, like in the Marvel movies or whatever, the
Give away
Avengers.
your most loved treasure.
Right.
Just watched all those
They're so good
over the weekend
They're
again.
so good. And which gives them the ability to shapeshift into animals. They are often seen in the form of coyotes,
Okay.
wolves, Freddy the Foxes,
Nice.
cougars, dogs, and bears.
I know a cougar.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
What's her name?
My wife? She's a week older.
Is she older than you?
Yeah. A week.
Oh, weak. That doesn't count.
Still a cougar.
But they can take the shape of any animal, supposedly, okay? They then wear the skins of the animals they transform into, hence the name Skinwalker.
Dude, that's cool. That's like Transformers.
kind of.
Yeah, how like one guy would turn into the boombox.
Yeah.
Remember him?
What was his name?
I don't know. Starscream?
Was
He's
this-
a boombox and then into a jet, right? Or no.
No,
I'm thinking two different ones.
That's two different ones.
Starscream's the jet. He's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy with the boombox, he had the tape cassette inside would come out and turn into a pterodactyl.
What was it, Jams or something like that?
That sounds about right. But I'm thinking of the evil one, I think.
Was
I
it
don't
like
know.
Screech or something like that? Like
I don't
sound.
Soundscream?
Maybe.
SoundCloud.
Sometimes they also adorned animal skulls or antlers atop their heads, which brought them more power. They choose what animal they want to turn into depending on the abilities needed for a particular task.
Okay, time out. What animal would you be?
Ooh.
You gotta think back then, like what's available.
Oh,
so
like-
it's believable.
Oh, so it's something in that area?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Be the fly on your wall.
Oh, boy. I don't know. I don't know. What about you?
I would go wolf.
Wolf?
For sure, yeah.
Now, what kind?
Because you can have the speed and
Yeah, but you
the agility and
roam in packs though. So you're gonna have other skinwalkers.
I'd be an alpha. What are you talking about?
So you wouldn't have a pack.
No.
Lone wolf.
That's right.
That's a little. The lone wolves are usually the sickly ones, right?
I'm a rebel.
Yeah, they're usually left in the back of the pack there.
Yeah.
Yeah, or is it vice versa?
It's
They
actually
put 'em
vice
up front?
versa. So in a pack of wolves,
Just shit all
the
over
weak-
my shaman dreams then, guys. That's fine.
Actually,
I don't want to be a wolf. I want to be a butterfly.
Good.
That's good. Here I go.
they live for a week and then eat everything.
I'd be a bear, I think.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'd be a bear. Mainly because you get to hibernate and just
You
sleep
stay warm in the
forever.
wintertime, too.
I don't. What do they have?
Oh, grizzly.
out there?
Grizzly's
Well,
the most.
Black bear,
Out
probably.
there, black bear mostly. Yeah, I mean, every
Grizzlies are
once in a
down south. Do they have grizzlies out there?
Grizzlies
out
are
west?
vicious.
while- Well, the more towards like the mountains and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're-
but like a Kodiak.
That's
bear
where they're
is another
at.
one as well too.
Yeah, I'd be a badass.
A
fucking
Build-A-Bear?
grizzly. But I'd be like, oh bother. That'd be me. Yeah. I'd be
And
winning.
you, sir?
I'd probably be a bear, but I would be something that's
No,
actually...
you got to pick something different.
But there's a different type of bear, okay? It's called a sun bear. They're like...
There's no koala bears in that area.
He'd be a fucking koala.
Dude, you know koala bears are like fucking stupid.
What?
They have such a small brain.
Everybody out there that loves koala bears just fucking said, fuck Logan.
Okay, but anyways, they can fuck off and read this. It's fine. But the koala bears, if you could put leaves on a plate, they would starve to death because it doesn't look like a leaf on a tree. That's how dumb they are. Like, they don't see food.
They don't do much. They just hang out in the tree.
Yeah.
They sleep
They're
for
like a
20
sloth
hours a day.
almost.
Yeah.
But sloths are smarter.
Dude, no. Sloths are, to be honest,
And aggressive.
I don't know why they fucking exist. Because if you
They
go into...
exist because
They
of
don't have
how
any-
piteous, piteous?
I'm sorry, what?
What's the word?
Petite?
No. How, like, you look at them and you're just like...
Pituitous.
Yes.
That's not the
I
word.
don't know.
I don't
That's a pituitary gland. I don't know. But anyways, sloths are only existed because they literally they stink, they're slow, and they have no meat on their bones. That's literally their whole point of life is being just this worthless
algae
piece of crap.
grows on them.
Yes.
And they're so slow and so like worthless that they sleep all day, and when they go down off the tree, I guess they go off the tree to poop. If I may be wrong on this, but that's when other animals get them.
Oh,
So they're
always
sitting
when you're
there-
taking a shit.
They're just sitting there
Right.
the whole time. They're like, "Oh, my stomach's hurting. I guess I'll go down there."
20 hours later.
Right, exactly. And then all of a sudden, wah, like I don't know. I
Have
just
you ever
think
seen one swim?
No.
They're actually pretty quick.
Can they swim?
Yeah, that's how they mate. They swim across like fucking islands and shit.
Okay,
Maybe
makes
that's why they're
sense, though.
tired all the time, then.
That makes sense
Yeah.
because
So you would be a bear too?
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
All right.
That or an eagle.
An eagle.
Ooh.
Eagle's good.
So I didn't even think of that one.
So
Yeah,
leave everybody the fuck alone.
that'd be
Come down.
cool.
I'd be a dickhead though. I'd come down and wrap you in the head and just fucking fly away.
With your talons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
See you. I'd be like, hey,
But you got to eat worms.
okay. I've eaten tarantula barbecue. What do you think?
Yeah, that's
I give a shit
fucked
about,
up,
by
by
the
the
way.
way.
Yeah, that's gross.
I don't give a fuck.
That's
So,
some
of course-
Fear Factor shit.
Yeah, that is pretty gross. So, of course, these abilities that they were trying to, what animal or whatever, such as speed, strength, endurance, stealth, claws, like you just mentioned, teeth, etc., and they may transform again if trying to escape from pursuers. So, if you're turning into if you're a skinwalker and you turn into, say, an eagle,
Mhm.
and I don't know, something bigger comes around, you can turn into like a bear, apparently.
A flying
So
bear.
you turn into
A
an
flying
eagle.
bear. Can you imagine the shit?
comes in like a torpedo.
Yeah. And that is why elephants don't fly.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Or is that... Never mind.
Yeah. Sorry.
Dumbo.
So because of this, the Navajo consider it
The
taboo.
movie, not you. He's
Yeah.
looking at me like, thanks, asshole.
I thought you said gumbo.
Dumbo.
Oh.
I thought he said jumbo. I don't even know.
No. So it's considered taboo for its members to wear the pelt. And I didn't know this. Navajo never wore predatory animal pelts.
The Navajo never wore... Oh, yeah, that would make
It was
sense. yeah.
sheepskin, leather, buckskin, things
Buffalo,
like that.
stuff
So it was
like that,
never a predatory animal that they ever did because they associated that with the skinwalkers.
Hey.
Yeah, I never knew that.
Huh,
That's
makes
really
sense.
cool. So the skinwalkers can also take possession of the bodies of human victims if a person locks eyes with them.
Son of a bitch.
After controlling, the witch can make its victims do and say things they wouldn't do otherwise.
all right.
How do we know that Chainsaw is not a skinwalker and he locked eyes with Moody's sister? You okay there?
I almost
look
shot
like
my
you-
shit everywhere. Yeah, that's fucked up. Maybe he might be.
You know?
He might be.
It
Yeah.
does make you think and say things that you normally wouldn't say around other people.
Do you think he just like he was staring at her and he had his pelt on? He's like, "Allah waka la la chu chow ma na na wa ha wa ha," and she's like, "I love you."
That's actually pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know.
I like to reenact scenes. I mean, I think
it's
that's
gonna be-
I think that's how it went down.
It's gonna be funny if we have somebody that is a Native American and they're like, he just cussed out everyone's family. Yeah.
He said many curses to it.
Yeah. So the evil society of the witches gather in dark caves or secluded places for several purposes: to initiate new members, plot their activities, harm people from a distance with black magic, perform dark ceremonial rites, and tickle the taints of ceremonial voodoo dolls.
What?
Why are they tickling taints?
Yeah. Well,
Are
these
they bumping fronts?
Yeah, of course. Rubbing fuzzies. Yeah.
I mean,
These ceremonies are similar to other tribal affairs, including dancing, feasts, rituals, mutual masturbation, and sand painting, but were corrupted with dark connotations.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What is sand painting?
Sand painting.
can you throw sand at a painting?
Yeah.
No,
sticks.
is that like legit? I
Yeah,
think.
like
I'm
different-
asking. I'm curious.
I'm
I don't
assuming
know.
it's different colored
Sand.
different color sand. Yeah, and you can make paintings on it.
I didn't know you could do that.
Water.
That's a great idea.
Molasses.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun, actually.
Yeah.
Spit.
What? Jesus.
That's how you get the stick.
So the evildoers are also said to engage in necrophilia with female corpses, commit cannibalism, incest, and grave robberies.
So they've seen this?
Listen, apparently. During these gatherings, the skinwalkers shapeshift into their animal forms or go naked, wearing only beaded jewelry and ceremonial paint.
Hell yeah.
The leader of the skinwalkers is usually an older man who is a very powerful and long-time skinwalkers. And of course, no, they were not. Mutual masturbation was not involved.
Who's ready for the orgy?
Yeah. Or tickling the taints of ceremonial voodoo dolls, which would be awesome if you thought about that. That'd be pretty sweet.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You just hanging out with a dog and you're like,
Yeah.
just, all of a sudden you're like, oh shit.
Just tickling it like, because somebody floating around is like, ooh.
All right.
Just sitting there like, oh my God. Skinwalkers also have the powers, including reading others' minds, controlling their thoughts and behavior, causing disease and illness, destroying property, getting a woman to wake or make up their mind about where to have dinner, and even killing people.
So they can do everything.
Yes.
But some of that seems kind of good.
Well, I mean,
Why are they bad then?
maybe.
Oh,
Because they use their powers for evil.
Right.
Are there any good skinwalkers?
I don't
That's
think
the
so.
shamans.
Yeah, that's
we
the
talked
shamans,
about.
yeah.
it.
They don't change.
Yeah, as far as I
Yeah,
know, no.
It sucks being good. You don't get all the benefits.
Yeah, that's true.
Then I'd rather be evil.
Only the good die young, remember?
Who sings that? Logan?
Austin
Powers?
Austin Powers.
Only the good die young. No, it's Billy Joel.
Oh, is it?
He didn't start
Yes.
the fire.
Yeah, I know that song.
Those who have talked of their encounters with these evil beings describe several ways to know if a skinwalker is near. All right, so take notes, folks. They make sounds around homes, such as knocking on windows,
Check.
banging on walls,
Check.
and scraping noises on the roof.
Double check.
I don't think Chainsaw can get on the roof.
No, I don't think so either.
They make ladders.
I mean, if he was catapulted there, maybe.
He just flew up there.
Right.
You just hear a big,
Yeah.
you all right up there?
All you hear is
I'm fine.
his chain wallet rattling around the roof.
fuck?
That's what you'd hear. Yeah. Outside. Yeah. On some occasions, they have been spied peering through windows,
Like peeping toms.
like peeping toms. More
Okay,
Is
often,
that where the name came from?
yeah.
Yes.
What?
You're a peeping skinwalker.
Ooh,
That would be fucking creepy as shit.
that would be creepy. Looking out there and
Yeah.
seeing like a wolf dude.
I think that's one of my biggest fears, to be honest with you.
wolf dudes.
Is when you
No,
look
no,
through
no,
the-
no,
When
no.
you look through the mirror and the mirror stares back.
Just imagine being like in your house at night, all right, and you're like getting ready to go to bed or whatever.
Yep.
Do you do the typical husband dad thing like I do, where you check all the lights and all the doors before you go to sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look out my back door, turn the lights on real quick,
Right,
lock
right.
everything, turn it back
So
off.
I do that too. So like my wife, like
Now everyone knows when I'm going to bed. Damn it.
like my wife goes to bed first, and I run around the house and make sure everything is like, I do the man stuff, make sure everything's locked up and all that.
job.
That's what my wife
It
does.
is one of my greatest fears. she would.
Jesus.
I'm laying in bed. I'm like, I got a monitor for my baby and I got a Glock next to my bed. And I'm good. Let him come on in.
But that is one of my greatest fears, I think, is like just like everything's fine. You're not even thinking about it. You're ready to go to bed and you're walking through your dark house and you just kind of glance at the window and you just see like a fucking alien, like a gray alien head or anything for that matter, just staring in the window.
Dude, I have the crazy
I would be like, that would really get me.
See, I don't believe in the aliens thing. I know
It could be
everyone out
anything,
there.
really, though.
But like a person,
Yeah.
just a person peeking through my freaking window, or like, I don't know, standing in my backyard or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I have plenty of guns, but that doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? Like, I feel protected, but shit can still go down.
The eerie feeling. Cause
Yeah.
like, what do you do at that point? Obviously you go for the guns first, but in that quick second of realizing what's going on, we'd be like,
Ask him to tickle your taint
Yeah.
with his little doll.
Yeah, that's the question. So what if you were going to lock up? All of a sudden you look out. There's a gray alien with a voodoo doll. And then your taint started tickling.
Pants would come flying off.
I mean, I've answered this before. I'd snap my own neck. That's my go-to move.
There should be a fucking movie about that. This whole serious movie about trying to find aliens. All of a sudden, you find an alien that just happens to be in your window, and the last scene is,
Yeah. Nope.
I'm out.
Yep.
It's over. So more often they appear in front of vehicles in hopes of causing a severe accident.
Now that's fucked up.
So they're kind of like fucking squirrels.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Maybe squirrels are skinwalkers.
Oh, maybe they are. Why would it? Could be a squirrel. That's part of the area.
Yeah, little bastards. So some claim that in addition to being able to shapeshift, the Skinwalker is also able to control the creatures of the night, such as wolves and owls, to make them do their bidding.
Is there anything they can't do?
So far. Some can call up the spirits of the dead and reanimate the corpses to attack their enemies.
Ooh,
Zombies.
No, we don't say the Z word around here.
Oh, sorry.
Why not?
Because it's scary.
Scary.
Because of this, the Native Americans rarely ventured out alone. All right. So if they were going out someplace, they'd have a crew.
You have a thunder buddy.
Yeah, there you go. Thunder buddy.
See, I quote Shaun of the Dead and you're quoting Ted.
Yeah.
It's fucking this guy.
At least you knew what it was this time.
I'm surprised he did know.
You kind of put it back together, put the stuffing in the wrong spots.
I'm just fucking with you. That's so stupid, dude.
So the Skinwalker's supernatural powers are uncanny as they are said to run faster than a car and have the ability to jump high cliffs.
Oh.
They are swift, agile, impossible to catch, and leave tracks that are larger than those of normal animals.
Like Superman.
Right.
I mean, these guys can do anything.
Yeah, they seem pretty
Can they
legit.
outrun a speeding bullet?
It doesn't say.
They
Does
can
it mean
Matrix.
train?
They can do the go into the Matrix.
I don't think
in
they
bullet time.
I don't think they could do that either.
Yeah.
What if they are like the people from the Matrix? Like,
Parallel universe.
Oh boy.
that's proven. That's a proven fact.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So when they have been seen, they have been described as not quite human and not entirely animal. They're usually naked, but some have reported seeing the creature wearing tattered shirts or jeans, kind of like Bruce Banner. Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah. The Skinwalkers, they kill out of greed, anger, envy, spite, or, of course, revenge. It also robs graves for personal wealth and collects much needed ingredients in black magic. They sound like dicks. is
Yeah.
what
I
they
mean,
say.
like, why go that far when you can do all this other shit?
Yeah, they
It's
just
so
sound
easily.
like dicks. At
Yeah.
this point, they're just doing shit to be dicks. So these witches live on the unexpired lives of their victims, and they must continually kill or they will die themselves.
Oh, they have to keep feeding the evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that you have all this great power, but in order to stay alive, you have to keep killing a person every single day?
Yeah.
You do it?
Yeah, that would suck.
I would just go after shitty people, right?
So, like, Punisher?
Yeah, kind of same thing.
Yeah, but see what sucks about that too is that, let's just say hypothetically there was somebody that had to do this kind of shit. They're going to get caught eventually, and they're going to get go to prison,
No.
and they're going to go, "Hey, you're mentally ill," and he's just going to die in prison.
What are you talking about?
He's
When
gonna
they
kill
when
the
they
other
get
guys
you
in prison.
Yeah, they get you at the table and they're like,
It's a
"You're
buffet.
mentally ill." You into a squirrel and run out the window.
Oh,
You
that
can
makes sense.
leap over cars. I mean, come on,
I forgot about that part.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm sorry. I take it back.
right?
I apologize. Where was I thinking on this?
I kind of want to be a skinwalker now.
Yeah, boy.
Just so you can kill people?
No, I want to run faster than a car and leap over them.
Now we gotta get a safe
That's what I'm
Jeff
talking about.
sticker.
Yeah, right. Now we need to say from Jeff. Yeah.
That's still on my wife's car, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah.
Nice. So skinwalkers and other witches have long been blamed for all manner of unexpected struggles and tragedies through the years, including sickness, drought, poor crops, and sudden deaths. Even more minor or individual
You talk about
problems.
football games, sudden deaths.
Yes. Hockey.
No, that's all.
Hockey
sides.
Hockey has sudden
Yeah,
death.
yeah, yeah. And it's all about the skinwalkers.
WWE as well, too, probably has a couple skinwalkers.
Yeah, right. You got to have them. Yeah. So the more minor individual problems, such as windstorms during dances, alienation of affection by maids, in other words, like you breaking up with someone, the death of livestock, the reversal of fortune, were often believed to be the work of a witch.
Sorry.
What?
Nothing.
No, we want to hear. We
Okay.
want to hear because you represent your generation.
Yeah,
And I'm dying to know what you're thinking.
I'm just chilling out with this girl that I really like, and all of a sudden you're like, you know what? I'm not vibing with you right now. Oh, why not? The skinwalker told me, man, I just can't be with you no
but hey,
more.
it's an excuse.
It's a fucked up excuse.
But I mean, I didn't say it wasn't, but it's an excuse.
Maybe this skinwalker will help you from swiping right when you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the reason why I swipe right.
Oh,
see?
Oh, do we harmonize again?
Yeah, that was good.
Oh.
No, that was bad. That was bad.
I'm trying to guess what note you're going to hit. Ah.
So this situation was more apparent with the Navajo witch purge of 1878, which I didn't know about until I started doing research.
Van Helsing.
Well, it initially evolved from a cultural response to many people moving across onto their lands.
Oh, so you mean the Europeans coming over?
Well, 1878. This is
that's a little after.
that we're establishing.
Rush.
Yeah, exactly. We're establishing places over on this side of the country.
Going to San Francisco.
Just going and taking whatever the fuck we want because we're Americans.
Yep.
They never did that.
No.
What are you talking about?
After a series of wars with the U.S. Army, the Navajo were expelled from their land and forced to march to the Bosque Redondo, or Fort Sumner, in New Mexico, and in what is known as the Long Walk of the Navajo in 1864.
That's the Trail of Tears, right?
No, that came from further east.
Did it?
Yeah, I believe that was like, I want to say it's like the Mississippi area, maybe
Really?
Louisiana. I'm pretty sure that's where that's at. Huh. I could be wrong. You could look it up real quick, but I think
You know
that's
what?
what it was.
We know somebody from Louisiana, by the way.
Yeah.
He's actually here. He's hanging out over in the other room.
Wait,
Hey, Louie, we got a question for you.
fuck you want?
Go ahead.
Yeah. So the Trail of Tears start in Louisiana. Was it out there in that area?
Man, I don't know. I cry every time I look at my wife, man. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about no more.
I'm sorry. Can you just slow down just a little bit for the listeners?
I said I cry whenever I talk to my wife, so I don't know. That's my own Trail of Tears right now.
You have a wife?
Maybe.
What's its name?
It?
Oh, I'm just trying to be politically correct.
No, that's her name, It.
Oh, okay. Interesting. All right, thanks, Louie. Get out here.
So back in the day, like with the whole Trail of Tears or whatever, they basically promised them land, gave them like a blanket and like the most just minute of supplies, and we're like, okay, bye. And like it's a fucking horrible. We'll have to do one of these.
Yeah, it's not with the Navajo. Yeah, you're right. So it's with the Cherokee, Muskogee, Seminole, Chickasaw, and Choctaw nations.
Uh-huh.
And that was around the Mississippi River area. So yeah, you're right.
Hey-o, history nerd.
Nice.
Yeah. So the people suffered from inadequate water, failed crops, illness, and death, reducing their numbers dramatically. After 4 years, the government finally admitted that they had made a mistake. Oh, did they? Oh. And the Navajo were allowed to return to their homeland in the Four Corners area. During these years, many of the tribe members were said to have turned to shape-shifting to escape the terrible conditions.
Makes sense.
In the meantime, the rest of the tribe were convinced that their gods had deserted them. That sucks. Yeah. Once the people had returned to their homeland, their conditions improved, but the dreaded skinwalkers, whom they blamed for their years on the bleak reservation, were still among them. Accusations of witchcraft and the hunting of skinwalkers began. When someone found a collection of witch artifacts wrapped in a copy of the Treaty of 1868, the tribal members unleashed deadly consequences.
See, I want to be a witch hunter.
See, that'd be cool.
Wouldn't that be badass?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
You have one of them old school crossbows.
It'd be such a boring job. You're just walking around, you're a normal person, where you're chasing this guy who may or may not be a bird or a worm or a squirrel.
No, they're a witch.
Oh.
That's how you have to think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to kill a witch, you got to be a witch.
No. I'm saying like everybody's a witch. There are no innocent people when,
Right.
and when you're a witch hunter.
Which witch?
The Wicked Witch.
The sandwich.
So the Navajo Witch Purge occurred in 1878, in which 40 Navajo suspected witches were killed to restore harmony and balance for the tribe.
How'd they kill him?
I'm not exactly, I don't have that in front of me here. I'm assuming they were probably,
Burnt at the stake.
Yeah.
well, I don't know, because apparently this is like from inside the tribes. Yeah, so like the tribes people would find these people doing this from what I read. And again, I don't know, there's so much misinformation out there from so long ago. Today, most of the tales of sightings of these witches do not include death or injury, but instead a more trickster-like, so the Native American equivalent of Loki. You know,
Nice.
little trickster. Yeah.
Can we go look for skinwalkers?
Yeah, I'm down. Let's go. So numerous people have told stories of swift animals running alongside their vehicles, matching their speed. After a short period, however, they run off into the wilderness. Along the way, these animals often turn into a man who jumps out and bangs on the hood. People have had stories about this.
Mm-hmm.
So you're driving along, you see an animal running up beside you, it goes into the woods, and all of a sudden some naked dude jumps out and starts banging on the hood of your car. Yeah.
It's cold out here.
Mister!
Yeah. No, all you're doing is just driving along with the window down. All you hear is, hey, baby.
Yeah. Hey, baby.
And then you just see an animal run past you, go into the woods, come back out, hey, baby. The whole time. That's it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Every time.
So another story tells of a man making repairs on an old ranch home when he began to hear loud laughter coming from the nearby sheep pens. Thinking,
You good?
I'm just picturing it in my head.
I don't know where you're going with that. That would fucking freak me out. I'm sorry.
Right? Is that not fucked up?
If I heard that laugh, I'm done. I'm
I
done.
don't know how I feel about that.
So thinking he was alone, he investigated and found all sheep but one huddled in the corner of the pen. However, a lone ram was separated from the group, standing upright and laughing very much like a human. So it was the fucking... The ram was laughing.
That's awesome.
They do that, though.
They don't laugh like a man.
No, they pass out. They black out.
No, those are
You
ghosts.
see those? The big,
They got the tongue out. Wah!
yeah.
Why didn't they call kids?
Oh, what?
They're called kids.
I know that.
Yeah, they laugh like a kid.
Oh,
All the time.
is that how your kid laughs?
Sometimes.
Oh,
When she's
okay.
trying to
We
fuck
talking about
scare
Woody
the
Woodpecker?
So
You know who that is?
that's
I know.
That's
cartoons.
surprising, dude,
Wow.
because that's like really old. That's older than us.
yeah.
Yeah, you know what else is older than you?
What?
Not a whole lot.
I don't. He had something and he stopped.
Yeah, he did.
He backed
He
up.
did. He did.
You
He
guys
did.
locked eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got scared because Uncle Jeff was going to do something.
Yeah.
So after the man locks eyes with the ram, he sees that his eyes are not an animal, but like a human's. The animal then casually walked away on all fours.
No.
But peyote's a hell of a drug. is
You think
what
he's
I'm
like,
saying.
he looked at me, he's like, sup? The guy's like, sup? And he just walked away.
Some say they have seen the Skinwalker running through the night, sometimes turning into a fiery ball, leaving streaks of color behind them. That would be cool to see.
That would be really cool.
But then again, I'd think I was having a stroke. You know what I mean? If I saw that.
I mean, you would definitely smell burnt toast. So
Yeah.
maybe.
Hurt flesh.
Oh, God.
Ugh. Others have seen angry-looking humanoid figures looking down on them from cliffs, mountains, and mesas. In the 1980s, one of the most notable events occurred when a family was driving through the Navajo reservation. As they slowed to make a sharp curve, something jumped from the ditch. It was described as black, hairy, and wore a shirt and pants. A few days after this event, at their home in Flagstaff, Arizona, the family was awakened to the sounds of a loud drumming and chanting. Outside their home were three dark forms of men, quote unquote, outside their fence. However, these shadowy creatures were seemingly unable to climb the fence and soon left. These events have occurred in the Four Corners area, southwest Colorado, southeast Utah, northeast Arizona, and northwest New Mexico. So that's basically the whole block of where these things happen. But that's kind of fucked up, though. Like, you see something like that, and then all of a sudden you go home, and you look out and you hear, like, drumming and fucking... Right.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Smokey the Bear.
I know, another good reference. Jeez. Look at you.
Do you think he was on the internet the whole time from like last show? The whole week? He's just sitting there on the computer the whole time. Like,
What are 70s flashbacks?
why 70s? We were 80s. Well, you were in the 70s.
I was born in the 70s.
That's all I got to know.
Yeah.
That's it. Y'all know who Buddy Holly is. I don't
Yeah.
know.
In the 1990s, a ranch in northeast Utah, far away from the Navajo reservation, became the partial focus of the Skinwalkers, called the Sherman Ranch, the UFO Ranch, and most notably, the Skinwalker Ranch.
Why was it called the Sherman Ranch?
And I'll tell you.
Oh, because tanks?
No.
Oh, damn.
This place is full of history of UFOs, aliens, cattle mutilations, and crop circles. Located near the Ute Indian Reservation, these people have long thought that the Navajo curse their tribe. The Navajo actually cursed their tribe in retribution for many perceived transgressions. In other words,
Makes
a
sense.
bunch of shit went down, and they thought the Navajo actually, cursed them. Since then, the Skinwalkers have plagued the Ute people. Witchcraft represents the antithesis of Navajo culture values and is not tolerated. They don't like that shit. They work to avoid it, prevent it, and cure it in their daily behaviors. I mean, hell, they killed 40 people when they thought that shit was going on.
True.
However, when it does exist, their laws have always said that when a person becomes a witch, they have forfeited their humanity and their right to exist, so they should be killed. That's pretty fucking severe.
I mean, if your whole philosophy around being a skinwalker is killing other people, so I mean that makes kind of sense.
Yeah.
If you're willing to kill someone else,
Pretty
you
fucked up.
yourself should die.
Yeah. However, skinwalkers are notoriously hard to kill, and attempts are usually unsuccessful. Trying to kill one will often result in the witch seeking revenge.
Oh,
Successful killing generally requires the assistance of a powerful shaman who knows spells and rituals that can turn the skinwalker's evil back upon itself. Another alternative is to shoot the creature with bullets dipped into white ash.
white. Ash.
I've never heard
White,
that before.
white ash.
Is that like from the white ash tree.
I would assume.
Oh, okay.
Or is it just ash
Well,
that's
white
white?
coals are like the hottest
Yeah, I don't know.
part of the fire.
However, this shot must hit the witch in the neck or the head. Double tap, baby. Yep. Little more is known about the purported being, as the Navajo are reluctant to discuss it with outsiders, and often even amongst each other. They don't fucking talk about these skinwalkers at all.
Bad juju.
Yeah. Traditional belief threatens that speaking about the malevolent beings is not only bad luck, but makes their appearance all the more likely. So if you talk about them, they might show up.
So let's keep talking about them.
Who, us?
Yeah.
I mean, we're doing a whole fucking episode on this. So Native American writer and historian Adrienne Keene explained how J.K. Rowling's use of similar entities in her Harry Potter series affected indigenous people who believed in the Skinwalker. Quote, what happens when Rowling pulls this in is we as native people are now opened up to a barrage of questions about these beliefs and traditions, said Keene. But these are things that need or should be discussed or not be discussed by outsiders. So in other words, apparently she put that in her Harry Potter books, and then people are talking to them because, whatever, and they don't want to fucking talk about it. And now you're bringing it up, and that means these motherfuckers might show up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's kind of fucked up.
Yep.
The rest of us Americans got our first real glimpse into the story of the Navajo legend in 1996 when an article titled Frequent Flyers, with a question mark, Frequent Flyers? I'm Ron Burgundy, was published by the Utah-based news outlet, the Deseret News. The story told us of a Utah family's unsettling experience with a creature that included cattle mutilations and disappearances, UFO sightings, and the appearance of, you guessed it, crop circles.
Oh, so everything all in one.
Right. So Terry and Gwen Sherman first observed UFOs of varying sizes hovering above their property. Then 7 of their cows died or disappeared. One was reportedly found with a hole cut into the center of its left eyeball, and another had its rectum carved out.
Do you think, I have a theory behind this.
Yeah, it's butthole.
Not behind that.
Oh.
But I have a theory behind the whole thing with aliens and cows.
Oh, okay.
Go for it.
I think they visited us back in, like the early, I'm trying to think of a time period. I don't know it off the top of my head. When McDonald's first started.
50s, right?
Right. I thought that's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
And you think like they were watching all these people eat these hamburgers and just being happy, overloaded with joy, like, and lining up and paying money and getting these burgers and it's blowing up. And the aliens are watching this the whole time. And they're like, there's something to this. We need to make our own Big Macs. And so they just flew around and they captured and abducted all these cows and shot them. And, they probably didn't know how to prepare them. So they're shooting holes through the centers and through their eyeballs and
so you
through
think
their buttholes.
They're coming here to try and perfect the burger.
The hamburger.
Oh.
I think so.
Yeah? Okay. I mean,
I think that's like a one-up we have versus everybody else in the galaxy is hamburgers. The American hamburger.
American
Really?
hamburger. Yeah.
I don't know. The French have it pretty good when it comes to their burgers.
No, they don't.
You know what you call a Big Mac over in France?
Le Big Mac.
Jesus.
A Royale with cheese.
Royale with cheese. Motherfuckers dip their fries in mayonnaise.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, I think the connection, that's what it is.
Yeah.
What the hell else would they do with cows? Why cows?
Maybe they're just like, big enough that they're comparable to us and they're not vicious. So like you can't go after a bear, because bears will fight you back.
Well, we don't
probably
farm bears. We farm cows.
Well,
right.
They're the most plentiful.
Why aren't they abducting carp?
Well, because we don't farm carp. We farm cows.
See?
It's because we're farming. One of the biggest things that we're farming is a cow. That's bigger than us. So we're trying to figure out
what we're doing.
And maybe they're like, maybe they think we worship the cow.
Well, I mean, some of us do.
And some, yeah. The Hindi, is it right? The Hindi? Yeah. Yeah, so possibly.
Yeah.
Just passengers, if you've been abducted and you know this answer, please let us know.
Yeah. Like, why the fuck are they
Or if you have an alien friend that you could ask,
let
us know.
Yeah.
I mean, last time I was abducted, my butt was kind of sore.
That wasn't an abduction. Fuck. So the Shermans found dead cattle surrounded by an odd chemical smell, which is weird. One was found dead in a clump of trees. The branches above appeared to have been cut off, like it was tossed in there.
Someone just tossed a cow into a tree.
Yeah, somebody did. Let's
see if it sticks.
Yeah, I don't know. One of the vanished cows had left tracks in the snow that suddenly stopped.
The alien sneezed when he was driving with the what they call the tractor beam, where they were picking up the cow, and he's like, "Drop here!" And it went really, like hit the control and went right into the tree.
Dropped it.
Yeah.
God damn it! Oh, shit.
We need another cow.
So, quote, if it's snow, it's hard for a 1,200 to 1,400 pound animal to just walk off without leaving tracks, or to stop and walk backwards completely and never miss their tracks.
Very true.
That's from Terry Sherman. Quote, it was just gone and it was very bizarre. So yeah, you're talking, there's a cow missing.
Yeah.
There are tracks in the snow.
Right.
And then no more tracks.
Yep.
Yeah, something's not right.
Yeah, something snagged that motherfucker
Or
for sure.
it flew because it's a Skinwalker.
No, the cow.
Yeah, the cow.
It's their cow.
It flew
Why would the fucking cow fly?
because it's a Skinwalker trying to get revenge on the family.
So you're saying the cow, he became a cow.
Yes.
Oh.
See?
That the Skinwalker became a cow is what he's saying.
Why would
Exactly.
they become a cow?
To get intel.
You could pick an eagle or a fucking bear or like a fox.
How are you going to get intel
A wolf
on a family?
No.
and you pick a cow?
Hold on. Ready? Hey, Bob. I dare you. Become a cow.
Okay, I'll do it, but only for a week.
Yeah, right. And then fly away and fuck with everybody. However, the family's most traumatizing encounter happened 18 months after moving into the ranch. Terry Sherman heard voices while walking his dogs late one night. Sherman reported that the voices spoke in a language he did not recognize. He estimated that they came from about 25 feet away or so, and he couldn't see anything. His dogs went nuts, barked, and ran back into the house. On a different night, Sherman took his dogs for a walk again around the ranch, and when he came upon a wolf. But of course, this wasn't an ordinary wolf. It was 3 times larger than a regular wolf, had glowing red eyes, and just stood there when he shot 3 shots into its hide. Bang, bang, bang. And it just sat there looking at him.
Yeah.
And wolves are pretty damn big. Can you imagine one 3 times the size?
Well, yeah, those existed. Those are called dire wolves.
Yeah, but I mean, now?
Yeah, they still exist.
With glowing red eyes.
I mean, it depends on how to light reflects off the moon.
I mean, you've seen the Never-Ending Story.
Yeah.
That's a big-ass
Yeah.
wolf.
That's
one
a
of the
drag.
saddest movies ever as a kid.
Because the horse.
Oh my God. It was
Really?
So sad.
That
Yeah.
gets so many people. I don't get it.
Dude, I was a kid and I was watching it. And I was,
I've never seen it.
Falcor.
Artax. That's the name of the horse. Valcor is the white.
He's the
dragon
white
dog,
flowy dragon thing, right?
Artax is the name of the horse.
Whatever.
One
Nerd.
that you cried over. I'm the nerd. You cried over a horse.
Why are you crying over a horse that was getting tagged?
Yeah.
Jesus. So the Sherman family weren't the only one. Oh, by the way, so after this happened, the Shermans, they bailed out. They were done.
They were
so
like,
yeah,
no
they
more.
left. It was 18 months. They were there and they had too much shit and they fucking left.
Well,
So the Sherman family weren't the only ones traumatized on the property. After they moved out, several new owners experienced eerily similar encounters with these creatures. And today, the ranch has become a hub of paranormal research that's aptly renamed Skinwalker Ranch.
let's go.
While paranormal research or investigators probe the property with novel inventions, they bring stuff there to see if they can come up with whatever. They're just they're looking for just history and trying to see why, because and I'll go through this. There is a cornucopia of shit that's going down in this area. I mean, there's so many different stories and whatever, and the government actually gets involved in this. So
Of course. They have to get involved with everything.
Well, yeah.
Fucking drives me crazy.
They're not taking tax off of the people coming in there.
Yeah. Wait till they knock on the door when we do the bonus.
Hey, hold on. I see you turn into a cow, but you turn back into a human. What's your social security number, bud?
yeah.
Yeah.
Have you paid your
You
taxes?
paying
I
tax?
was going to say, are you aware there's a 5% tax on
Yeah.
changing into a cow?
That's when you go move and run.
Now, as an American, you have the right to change back, but that's another 5% tax.
That's exactly probably how it is.
If
Yeah.
you don't file it by July 5th, you're going to jail, federal prison.
So the ranch is now fortified with barbed wire, private property signs, and armed guards. UFO enthusiast and Las Vegas realtor Robert Bigelow bought the ranch for $200,000 in 1996, which seems like like a small amount of money.
Well, back then, when shit was haunted, it was like pennies on the dollar.
I'm telling you, we got to start buying up haunted places. Don't say it out loud. People are going to start doing that. I mean, don't do that.
What would you do with it though? I mean, so you turn into like a tourist attraction?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Could you imagine the waivers and the insurance umbrellas you'd have to have?
Sign this.
Just find somewhere.
Done.
Just find somewhere.
Well, I
where
guess they do that in
someone-
haunted houses.
Yeah.
Just find a house that someone died in. Buy it. Now it's haunted.
That's like every fucking house.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy all the houses.
It is all about marketing.
Yeah.
So
So
you get a little piece of paper that says someone died here, and they're constantly haunting us. Get
I have a
couple of
short
fake
story
guys
about
that
Yeah,
come
but it's got to be more than that.
Oh, man.
Like the place we went to in the sanitarium thing we went to.
Yeah,
You know
that
what I mean?
was fucked up because
Yeah.
people were burying people. and,
Yeah, it was fucked
that
up.
was just fucked up.
Before I found the house that I'm living in now, I've been here five years now, right?
Uh-huh.
I looked at another place and everything looked great. It was like perfect setup for me. It was in my price range and everything looked great. I wanted to put a bid on it. So I went and looked at it. And I'm going through the house. And at the time I was single, so it's just me and the realtor. And she's like, oh, like as we're going through the house. And I'm like, what do you mean, oh? She goes, oh, there's something here in the disclosure. And I was like, yeah. She's like, yeah, somebody died in this house. And I was like, okay, I mean,
right.
It happens everywhere, right?
Knock off $5,000 and let's sign this bitch.
She goes, no, she was murdered. She was a 28-year-old girl that was shotgunned by her brother in this room. And she showed me the room. I'm like,
$10,000.
Yeah.
Fucking give me the fucking papers.
I didn't do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just felt weird. Well, I have kids. I don't want to bring kids. And then shit started. I wouldn't care if it's
don't
me.
Tell them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Don't tell them. But
then I was all weird. I was like trying to look at the floor to see if they clean up the stains and stuff. You know what I mean? Like you couldn't tell.
That's creepy as fuck. It wouldn't bother me one bit.
It was weird
at all.
I must admit, like I did turn it down then after that.
Now, if I was going to look at a house and they were like, well, full disclosure, there was a serial killer that hasn't been found yet that mutilated the entire family, then I'd be like,
did the police check every corner of this house?
Exactly.
Okay, 30% off?
Right there. I'd be like, yeah, even then I'd probably be like, well, how much are you going to knock off of it? I don't know. I'm weird about stuff like that.
I'm fine with like death, like from old age or illness, but like when like a murder.
Yeah, but murders happen so often.
Yeah, but they say like, but when your spirit, when you have something that traumatic happen, your spirit stays.
But what's
like a murder?
Murder.
Murder.
So I just turned it down.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Is it still available?
Probably. I'm sure somebody bought it.
Oh, yeah. for like nothing.
It's on Island Road.
Did you know that that disclosure thing for people dying in a house, that's like a state by state thing?
Mm-hmm. Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's not. You don't have to. There's some places they don't have to tell you shit.
Correct.
Yeah, it's a state by state thing.
Huh.
That is correct.
And obviously Ohio must be one of those states. I don't know. So this Bigelow guy that bought the place for $200,000 here in '96, he established the National Institute for Discovery Science. Okay, the NIDS. Right?
NIDS.
And put up substantial surveillance, like we talked about here.
Mm-hmm.
The goal was to assess what exactly had been going on there. Okay? Right? So this guy comes in and gets this place. He's been hearing all about it. He's like, I want to find out more.
Mm-hmm. With his NIDS?
NIDS.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
With NIDS.
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 I believe it's NID.
It's a dirty word. That's not
NIDS. NIDS.
NID.
Just hanging out my NIDS.
Your NIDS are showing.
Oh, jeez. See,
damn, my NIDS are hard. So Dr. John Alexander retired from Army intelligence as a colonel. He was part of the first scientific study of the ranch under the umbrella of NIDS, the, of course, National Institute of Discovery Science. Mm-hmm. He continues to work as a consultant to the Department of Defense. After earning a PhD, Alexander was directly involved with the U.S. Army Psychic Warrior Research Program.
Get the out of here. Really? There's a
that
thing?
Needs to be either an episode or a bonus.
That's a t-shirt.
Yeah. No,
can you
it's
imagine
a real
how
thing,
amazing you can make that t-shirt?
It's a real thing.
I believe you, but that's a t-shirt.
Yeah, well, it could be. Yeah, I'd have to change it because if not, it might get libel. Wait, it's a real thing.
Psychic warriors were still a thing in the 90s?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
They fought Freddy Krueger. There's a whole movie about it.
Yeah.
What?
He's not joking, though.
You never seen Dream Warriors?
Dream Warriors.
Yeah, it's like 3. Was that 3 or 4?
3, I believe.
That's the one where she's the
no, it's 4.
Arquette girl.
No, it's 3. No, it's 4.
Rosanna Arquette.
It's one of those. Yes.
And she's like a pup. He's got her like a puppet, like a marionette up the building.
Yeah.
So
spoiler.
It was Freddy versus the Dream War.
What did he say when he picked her up and threw her head through the he was the TV?
Yeah.
He was like, prime time, bitch. And then threw her in there. Yeah, that's what it was.
That's a pretty good impression, by the way.
That was really good.
Yeah. Dude, I fucking love those movies.
Yeah.
They're so bad, but so good at the same time.
I don't know. Freddy's amazing.
Yeah. So, and he then became one of the first employees of NIDS. Okay. NIDS, NIDS, was a think tank created and funded by, of course, Robert Bigelow.
What about the Knights of NIDS?
It's a NEEP.
We are the Knights of NIDS?
NEEP.
No, you say NIDS.
That's a Kneep.
No, it's NEEP.
It's a Kneep.
No, it's NEEP.
Kneep.
No, it's NEEP.
Are you sure?
You have no idea what we're talking about.
I have no idea.
Yeah. The Knights who say NEEP?
Nope.
You never made him watch that movie?
Jesus
Is
Christ.
this Monty Python?
It is. Good job.
Holy Grail or whatever?
It is. Search for the Holy Grail.
The Flying Rabbit?
I fought in your general direction.
I watched the first 30 minutes and fell asleep.
Oh, my God. Every minute of that movie is amazing.
Dude, that and The Life of Brian are 2 of my all-time favorite movies.
That one's pretty good.
Life of Brian is basically, Brian is Jesus' brother.
Is that what they have like?
And it's amazing.
They have like the Bible verses and
Yeah.
turkey recipes in the credits.
Yeah.
Like cook a turkey at 350
Monty
degrees.
Python was insane, dude.
Yeah.
The Holy Grail, if I'm not mistaken, was actually funded by a lot of like really famous people because they
Led
wanted
Zeppelin,
they wanted to see it be made.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Elton John. There's a couple other. They're mostly like rock stars.
Who is Elton John?
He was.
What's the song he sings?
He's the Rocket Man.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry.
You can't take that one.
No, hold on. The gorilla in sings it. I'm still standing.
Yeah, well, he's right.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, everyone loves that song. I like it.
Could you name another one?
Rocket Man? I'm still standing. I don't know.
Dude, come on. Candle in the Wind?
No. Oh, wait, what?
Yellow Brick Road?
No.
You know,
Then-
Goodbye,
Saturday Night?
Norma Jean.
Saturday Night?
Yeah, Saturday Night. Dude, that's an amazing song, by the way. God, so have you seen Rocket Man?
Oh, yeah.
No, I didn't watch it.
Dude, it's great.
Is it good?
It is
I heard
great.
it's a musical, though, right?
It's a musical.
Yes, I'm not a musical.
See, I love musicals.
What was that? Have you ever seen Romeo and Juliet?
No.
Have you ever seen Sherlock Gnomes?
I'm not a child.
Okay. Elton John's like music is all about that because it's like British comedy.
Yeah.
But it's like a cartoon about
Yeah.
gnomes.
Yeah, I know of said movie.
God, I wonder how we should do an Icons and Outlaws of him, and we should find out how much money he's made just off of movie soundtracks.
Elton John will most definitely be
I mean, that's
one
got to
of our
be
topics.
He's probably. I mean, he made a shit ton of money off his original music, but you know how many soundtracks he's done?
Dude, he lived
More
a pretty
than,
fucking hard
Phil
life
Collins.
too.
Like,
Yeah.
cha-ching, cha-ching.
Phil Collins at Genesis, we're gonna do all those too. Like every time we talk about like we throw references out here. And total side note here, sorry guys, you know how we do it. But every time we throw references off, when it comes to music, especially, just think about that and think about an entire episode
Yeah, buddy.
about some of the greatest legends in music, and that's what we're going to be doing. So yeah, it's going to be fun. So again, this place was a think tank, and after reading the Deseret newspaper story, the one I talked about earlier, about the activity at the ranch, Bigelow flew to Utah, bought the property, and of course set it all up.
How much did you buy for?
$200,000
In 96.
in 96.
And has probably made about
I mean, that
10
seems like a
times
lot
that.
for them, though, doesn't it?
No, I don't think so.
For a ranch?
Dude, like an acre of land back in '96 was like
But see, that's just it. though.
20 grand. Maybe?
I didn't see. Do me a favor. Can you Google real fast how many acres the Skinwalker Ranch is?
Oh,
because-
yeah, it might be big.
Because it could be huge, dude.
Yeah.
It could be like.
It just seems like 200 grand's a lot for.
But out there too, it's probably a
512 acres.
That's a
Yeah, that is a
fucking
lot.
shitload.
Yeah, that's
Southeast of
okay. So
Ballard,
that's pretty
Utah.
cheap then.
It's probably all sand.
No, it's Utah. It's just really
Utah,
dry dirt.
So it's just Mormons everywhere.
no.
No, it's like badger infested woods.
Utah, that's where the Mormons are, isn't it?
Yes,
Utah,
yes.
yeah, okay.
If you actually look up, it's actually kind of fucking shitty, but if you look up a map of the United States, right? And by county, look up the amount of excessive drinking. Utah is the only state that is completely whited out because no one drinks there.
Well, you're not
Okay.
allowed. It's illegal, isn't it?
Correct. They're a
Yeah.
dry state.
Question.
The whole state?
The whole state.
Get the fuck out of
Dry
here.
state.
Why would you live there? Why? Why would you live in Utah?
I've been to Pahrump.
You're missing the biggest thing here. What the fuck are you doing looking that up?
I wanted to see
Like, where's the hidden layer there?
Yeah. I see that. Yeah.
I was curious.
So the rancher and his neighbors told the NIDS team about a crapload of abnormal activity from shadow people appearing in and around the ranch house.
We did shadow people.
Yeah.
Did we?
And-
Yeah.
Was I there?
No.
So
No.
we didn't. So we didn't do it.
Well,
He pointed at me when he said it.
Oh,
Yeah.
we.
Oh, okay.
We're good.
We're not good.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude! Tell
That's
us.
another
We
story for another time.
Okay, damn it! So
Maybe at the
funny.
end of the show we'll tell.
All right. So in these poltergeist type events, physical objects moved on their own. Strange animals, including giant wolves and Sasquatch, have been seen, as well as holes in the sky.
Wait, portals?
Like, yeah, apparently. I don't
Or
know.
like the ozone. People could see the ozone layer.
I mean, either way, that's fucked up.
By the way,
they
did
were
you
ahead
see
of
the
their time.
black hole that's traveling through space?
Every time I go to the bathroom.
I knew that was such a good setup.
You're welcome.
No, legit, like in the news.
I did hear about that. It's getting bigger and bigger.
28 miles per second.
Wait,
It's a black hole. It's just like,
Yeah.
like flying through space, just eating everything up.
Yep.
Black holes move.
Apparently this one does.
No black hole sun.
Won't you come? Won't you come? Wash away the rain.
Who sings that?
Oh, God. He doesn't know. He's one of our...
That's okay.
He's one
That's
of
okay.
our guys that we're going to do.
We'll get to
Oh,
it.
yeah.
We'll get to it. He has no idea. No idea.
I know that's what you're talking about. It's Black Hole Sun, right?
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's okay. That wasn't his.
Yeah, it's not.
time.
I get it.
Yeah.
I don't think anything we're doing is my time.
So the scientists witnessed much of this for themselves. So these people that are there,
So
they're
they saw
documented
it.
scientists, they've seen this stuff, including animals carved up with surgical precision and ghostly images that appeared on camera. In all, they documented hundreds of paranormal events. Quote, something else is in control, John Alexander told Mystery Wire. And quote, if it wants you to find out, it may allow that. But if it doesn't, this thing keeps morphing and changing into, new shapes and forms. We had cameras there and things that happened just off camera, sometimes in front of the camera, but you wouldn't see them. So in other words, this shit's happening, and then it's like basically he's saying, like, if it doesn't want to be seen, it's not going to be seen.
What do you think if we give Moody a call and tell him to navigate his way to this place and check it out for us while he's out on his journeys?
He might be there now.
He could be close.
Yeah.
Probably is.
Has anybody heard from him lately?
No.
No.
He's probably a
So
Skinwalker.
if he lost signal, he's got to be west, right?
Maybe.
Because that's like a dead zone in
He
the
could be
center.
like south.
What does he have? Like Boost Mobile? Where you at? Looking for Skinwalkers.
the way he texts, probably. Love you, Moody.
So the NIDS investigation was conducted secretly for years, but was hindered by buttholes trying to screw with them. So, of course, people heard about it and were going out there and fucking around and doing a bunch of shit. The 2005 book, Hunt for the Skinwalker, revealed details about the ranch to the world and came to the attention of the Defense Intelligence Agency, the DIA. With the support of Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid, the DIA launched its study of abnormal activity at the ranch and the more significant issue of UFOs.
Oh.
In all, $22 million was allocated to the research. We paid for that.
That's nothing, though.
Shocker.
Still, reams of documents and reports were generated but have never been made public. In December 2017, the New York Times revealed the Pentagon's secret study of UFOs. But that article did not mention the far more mysterious encounters at the ranch. So in other words, they kind of left all that shit out.
Mm-hmm. There's a reason.
Yeah.
You know what that reason is?
What?
Because they didn't find shit.
Maybe.
Or
It's
they
possible.
did, and the Clintons took care of it.
But don't you
real
think?
quick.
Don't you think it'd be easier, especially if this is something they're actually putting money into? Easier to say if they didn't find anything. Easier to say we didn't find shit,
No, it wouldn't be because people would be like,
Right.
obviously they're hiding something.
as opposed to not.
Yeah,
saying
I'm with
anything.
him. I think they give a little.
Yeah.
But they didn't give
Just
anything.
a little.
They
I
didn't
know.
give anything.
I know. But
They give just a little bit, like, just a spaceship falling in the ocean.
you know how they're giving us UFOs now?
Would they give ooh,
Like little tastes of UFOs?
Just a little bit. Ooh, just a little bit. Ooh, a little bit more. No,
Nope.
damn,
If it's not Prince, I don't know.
Prince.
No.
I actually have no idea who that is. But go ahead.
It's very 90s cosmic
yeah,
bowling.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Yeah, I don't even know where the fuck that came from. Go ahead.
No, like they give a little, just like they are now with UFOs. Like we had the David Fravor tape and everything and all this stuff coming out.
Speaking of that, did you see that they hired a bunch of scientists to see how we would react to us being told that aliens exist?
It
They're
doesn't-
called
doesn't shock me.
They're called theologists. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah, we
two-
talked about it on here. Yeah,
Did we?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh shit!
There's a whole
I don't know
theory
where the
that
fuck I was
that
at.
they're doing this in intervals to soften the blow.
Yeah.
And then there's also theories that they're doing this to cover up other shit that's going on to keep our minds off it.
That's what they're doing because
COVID-19.
or the fact that Russia and China.
Oh, dude, the whole Russian thing started. to
Or
get bad.
Canada.
Anyway, we're gonna get off that. So let's get back into this.
We just got banned off the spot.
So Lou Elizondo was the intelligence officer in charge of the Pentagon's Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program,
Of course, he was.
better known as AATIP.
That's his last name.
No.
You down with AATIP?
Yeah, you know me.
All right. Thank you.
This Pentagon group studied the now famous UFO videos called Tic Tac, Go Fast, and Gimbal.
Yep. Those are the ones I was just talking about.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Go Fast is crazy. Have you seen it?
Yeah, that's the one where he's like,
Dude, that's-
takes off.
That's
yeah.
fucking wonky, man.
so we're not talking about candy. Shit.
No. Along with other military encounters. Okay. Elizondo coordinated with the DIA and the team investigating the ranch. While the strange happenings at the ranch could be considered a spooky Halloween tale told to just scare the crap out of people, it also involves national security. Quote, let's take the nature of Skinwalker Ranch out of the equation and just look at it from an intelligence problem. This is what Elizondo was talking. Quote, you have to ask yourself, is this something that is occurring naturally? Is it something that is being deliberately done? Is it something that another nation could be behind trying to influence us? Which, that seems like kind of a bullshit setup. We're looking into this just because we want to make sure it's not the Iranians or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it does. I don't know. That seems.
Wait. You said they had nuclear weapons?
No, weapons of mass destruction. Yes. Yes.
Can you gotta post that? If you want to know why we're laughing, Logan's going to post on our page. Post it right now so people see it.
You have our login posted up there. So the public got an inside look at the first 2 scientific studies of the ranch in a 2018 documentary film, Hunt for the Skinwalker. This film helped inspire a television program about the ranch's new owner, Utah businessman Brandon Fugel.
What about Hunt for the Red October?
No, wrong.
Sean Connery?
Yeah, wrong.
What about Hunt for the Red Skinwalker?
That would be better.
No, you'd have more.
How about Hunt for the Skin October? Red.
So this guy, Brandon Fugel, he actually financed his own scientific study. All right, so on March 12th, 1997, this is going back here, Bigelow's employee, okay, talking about Boom Bigelow, had the place.
Oh, he's a Mel Gigolo, right?
Not Bam Bam from WWF.
And not Bam, he doesn't know that one at all.
Who?
You don't know Bam Bam Bigelow?
Yeah, I know Bam Bam Bigelow. He went bam bam like the fucking dude from the Flintstones.
Yikes.
I'm wrong, aren't I?
Yes. Hey, Justin, I'm really sorry.
yeah, for
Just wanna
sure.
let you know.
Yeah, Justin, blame that one on Logan. for sure.
Logan has failed.
Justin,
Yeah.
Justin, blame Dad.
Yeah, don't blame me. I ain't had nothing to do with that. So the public got an inside look again from the whole thing. And then back in 97, talking about Bigelow here, he had an employee, biochemist here named Dr. Colm Kelleher, who spotted a sizable humanoid figure perched in a tree. So this is a biochemist who, let's just assume that he's an intelligent person that, doesn't believe this kind of shit, whatever. Detailed in his book, Hunt for the Skinwalker, the creature was 20 feet off the ground and about 50 feet away. And then Keller wrote, quote, the large creature that lay motionless almost casually in the tree. The only indication of the beast's presence was the penetrating yellow light of the unblinking eyes as they stared fixedly into the night. So that's kind of fucked up, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
They fixed the night. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
but then again, this guy may have, who knows, could have been fucking owl eyes. You know what I mean? Like,
Those are pretty fucking creepy.
you know what I mean? Like, so Kelleher fired at the supposed Skinwalker with a rifle,
Killed the raccoon.
but it fled.
Of course.
It left claw marks and imprints on the ground. Kelleher described the evidence as signs of, quote, a bird of prey, maybe a raptor print, but huge and from the depth of the print from a very heavy creature.
Okay.
It's a velociraptor.
First of all, and you can look this up, I'm not bullshitting. I'm going to put the disclaimer first because, I like to troll a lot. This isn't the troll part.
Okay.
Raptors were like smaller than turkeys. They were like the size of chickens.
No, hold on.
And this is true. And Steven Spielberg made them bigger for the movie. But if you actually look up and see like velociraptors, they're like the size of chickens.
You're talking to a paleontologist in training, son.
Okay.
So a velociraptor
hold on.
is the
You
size
like the
of
saurs?
the saurus. A velociraptor is no larger than the size of a house cat, but a Deinonychus is what Steven Spielberg used in the Jurassic Park.
He's
movie.
not talking about a fucking dinosaur. He's talking about the birds of prey.
Hey,
Those are
look back
raptors.
look back in your records.
Those are birds of prey.
The Thunderbird.
Oh, Jesus
That was a pterodactyl.
That's not what he's talking about.
But that's in Navajo history.
It has nothing to do with this. He's talking about a big ass like bird of prey. Like it could have been like
Mothman.
It could have been like a big, like an eagle or a turkey vulture or something like that. That's what he's saying.
girl.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Clever girl.
They've learned to open locks.
Oh, jeez. So this is only a few days after another scary incident. The ranch manager and his wife had just tagged a calf before their dog began acting strangely. Quote, they went back to investigate 45 minutes later and in the field in broad daylight found the calf and its body cavity empty. All right. So it was disemboweled completely.
Ooh.
Most people know if an 84-pound calf is killed, there is blood spread around.
Mm-hmm.
It was as if all the blood had been removed in a very thorough way, he says.
It's a chupacabra.
That's what I thought of when I first heard. When I first saw it, I was like, "Oh, it's a chupacabra."
I'll ask Davey about that.
It might be.
Mm.
Yeah. Have you talked to Davey?
Yes.
How's he doing?
Doing good.
He's doing good.
Good.
Hola, Davey.
Hola, senor.
So the distressing activity continued well into the summer. Quote, 3 eyewitnesses saw a huge animal in a tree. Again, I don't know why they're in the fucking tree. And also another large animal at the base of the tree, continued Keller. Quote, we had videotape equipment, night vision equipment, all right, so they could see at night.
Mm-hmm.
We started hunting around
This
the
is
tree.
1997, right?
yes.
Yeah.
They had night
that makes
vision.
sense.
Or 98. 98, either way.
Dude, they had it in Cold War. Come on, I know from Call of Duty.
Yeah. So they started, he says, we started hunting around the tree for the carcass and there was no evidence whatsoever. Ultimately, Bigelow and his research team experienced over 100 incidents on the property, but couldn't amass the kind of evidence that scientific publication would accept with credulity. Well, people thought he was bullshit.
So you need credit?
Yeah. Credulity.
Oh.
Credulity. Credulity. Credibility.
You got that?
Yep.
Does it titillate you when I
Yes.
say...
Yes, my nids are hard. Bigelow sold the ranch to, check this out, Adamantium Holdings.
Oh, nice.
What?
It's literally called Adamantium Holdings. And I was like, wait a minute.
Is that where I was born?
No.
Shit,
Okay.
who is the name of the guy?
The guy what?
The guy that made Wolverine.
The guy that made
The
Wolverine?
sergeant?
Yeah.
It's not him. I actually...
With the dog tag and he had the son that was all crazy.
No, I actually researched this.
That's Weapon X. But
If you guys aren't familiar with the Marvel comics and stuff, the like Wolverine's claws and stuff is made out of adamantium.
Yeah.
And so I looked this up, like, this can't be real.
it doesn't exist.
But they bought the place for $4.5 million in 2016.
Jesus.
All right. But just naming it that just seems odd to me.
Wait,
You know what I mean?
Dude, holy investment. 200 grand into 4.5 million in how many years?
4.5
But that was
million.
20 years later, though. So
That's still
That's
fucking
huge.
phenomenal.
That is
I'm
huge.
curious to know about inflation.
Yeah.
Hold on.
So nevertheless, the research on Skinwalker Ranch is more sophisticated and secretive than ever. There are many stories about skinwalkers online in such forums as like Reddit and shit, which I'm going to actually read a few of those.
Oh, boy.
These experiences commonly occur on Native American reservations and are allegedly only prevented by the blessings of medicine men, the shaman we talked about.
Yes.
While it's challenging to figure out just how truthful these accounts are, the descriptions are almost always a four-legged beast with a disturbingly human, albeit marred face and orange-red glowing eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Those who claim to have seen the skinwalkers also said that they were fast and made hellish noises. Yeah. So, I don't know.
So they didn't go.
Do we have a... You know what? I'm going to look up and see if there's a sound clip of a skin.
Ooh, of a skinwalker?
Yeah.
There's videos. Have you seen the videos?
I saw the one where it looked like somebody like backwards doing like a London Bridge.
Dude, the craziest one I saw was...
That was weird.
Somebody was on it was a state route.
I hope no one wrecked their car.
Jesus Christ.
That's a skinwalker, by the way. Did it scare you? Did it scare you?
That sounds like the big deer.
It sounds like the Predator.
That sounds fake as shit.
Sounds like a dinosaur.
You can hear the bass in that over amplified. There's a video of somebody that was walking by a woods area, and it's literally sounded like a moose screaming. Have you seen that one?
Moose?
A moose.
Meese.
No. It was just one moose. That
Moose
moose is-
skinwalker
moose-
screaming help?
Yeah, do that one.
What? Do that one.
Do that one.
Hold on.
Turn it down.
I did a little bit.
No, turn it back up.
That scared the shit out of me.
Skinwalker screams heard on camera.
Ooh, do that one.
All right, let me.
Yeah, do
it's a TikTok.
Do that one.
Hold
That's
on.
what I'm talking about.
There's an ad.
Well, since taking over Skinwalker Ranch, Adamantium has installed equipment all over the property, including cameras, alarm systems, infrared, and more. Most alarming, however, are the accounts from the company employees.
Oh.
According to Vice, employee Thomas Winterton was one of the several who randomly experienced skin inflammation and nausea after working on the grounds. Some of them actually had to be hospitalized with no clear medical diagnosis for the condition. This and the following account parallels some of the inexplicable events featured in sci-fi shows like The Outsider. As Winterton reported here, this is one of the employees. He goes, quote, I take my truck up the road, and as I start to get closer, I start to get really scared. Just this feeling that takes over. Then I hear this voice, as clear as you and me talking right now, that says, stop, turn around. I lean out the window with my spotlight and start searching around. Nothing. That's kind of fucked up. Driving by yourself on a fucking just shitty ass old fucking no lights road, and you hear, stop, wait, turn around.
Over here.
Can I tell you?
That's what I was waiting for.
Can I tell you an honest story?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so this is really fucking weird. So I was at my wife's then girlfriend, but now wife, was at her grandma's
Your wife was
house.
gay?
Maybe.
Oh, I mean, listen, I'm not judging. I'm just
Hey,
asking.
man, I turned her straight.
Oh, well, look at you.
Bigger titties than you did.
God, why do you people listen to this show?
I have something queued up here.
All right.
Anyways.
Do you have it?
Wait, go ahead.
But anyways, so this really fucking creepy thing happened to me, okay? I was at my wife's grandma's house out in like North Ridgeville, right? We're just sitting around talking as a family, laughing, having a good time. And all of a sudden, I just hear this voice that goes, "You're all going to die." That was
What?
It was just out of nowhere, just, "You're all going to die." But it was like the most familiar feminine voice I've ever heard in my life.
You're all gonna die.
But it was, I wish it was like that, but it was more like,
Hey,
"You're all going to die."
you're all gonna die.
Exactly. And it tripped me up that so much to the point that I was like, I literally said that to my wife. I was like, "You're all going to die." And she was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like,
Okay, well, she's not wrong.
You sure
You are all
like,
gonna die.
Someone
That
in your
shit-
family was walking by is like, BG, staying alive. You're like, what? We're all gonna die?
Yeah. And I wouldn't call that spirit clairvoyant because you are going to die eventually.
I mean, yeah,
You
but
know?
it was just fucking weird.
Wait a second, we're all gonna die?
No. Sorry, Jeff. I was just
I
joking.
have adamantium in my bones.
Oh, do you?
Oh, but
All right, what do you got?
But he dies one.
All right, this says multiple skinwalkers screaming at each other in the Gila, Gila, National Forest.
Okay. Gila.
I have no idea what this is going to be, guys. So this could be crazy. All right, here we go.
It's gonna be
It's
two
in the
mooses.
woods, though.
All right.
He's like recording with his phone.
Oh, shit.
Here.
Oh, this isn't the video.
Like he's legit in the woods. If you want to see this video,
Yeah, I see it. He's shaking in his boots. Oh, it's on the left side now. It's him walking. Shut the fuck up.
that could be an animal, though.
Yeah.
He's getting scared. You hear him breathing.
How was that multiple talking to each other?
Because it's two different directions.
But he keeps turning the camera.
It's true. It's true.
I was expecting, or something
Yeah.
stupid.
I mean, so you can go. on
You can listen to
YouTube
what a
and-
moose sounds like though when they're in heat.
That almost sounded like a deer or a moose call. You know what I'm saying? The freaking or a turkey call.
It's like
Almost.
the exact same noise every time he does it, and the
Yeah.
4 times he does
It's
it.
weird.
Mysterious creature screams from forest as frightened couple does morning chores. So it looks like they're like on a farm and there's woods. All right, I'm intrigued.
Here we go.
I gotta know. Oh wait, no ads.
No ads for you.
So why you get that up there? The area surrounding Skinwalker Ranch has been dotted with crop circles and.
All right, guys.
Oh,
You've been
shit.
saying time to put up or shut up. I'm saying it's time to put up or shut up too.
Oh,
I like this guy.
Did you hear that?
He's
honey?
entertaining.
Okay, here's what's going on, guys. As you can see, my beautiful bride, Giggly Girl, and myself are out here working this morning. She is potting up oak trees that we're growing from acorns.
Hello, giggly girl.
so they're potting up oak trees from acorns.
This guy's really excited to have a camera.
We've put thousands and thousands
I'm gonna be
of
YouTube
acorns
famous.
in this certain garden plot. Okay, but now here's what we're really doing, and here's what you're doing. I'm just going to tell you right now.
Here's what you're doing.
Our phone battery's low. It might die. We're hoping we can get about 12 minutes worth of recording out of this.
Is this 12 minutes long?
Hold on, let me
And
check.
watch back here and listen.
Why does he have something already
Here's
made?
what you're doing.
It is 12
You
minutes.
are
I'm
giving timestamps. You're saying specifically what you saw and specifically what you heard. As you can see here is this very huge red oak log that's been falling.
Hold on, I'm
I'm going to try to get it about 12 minutes. I'm going on the outside of the fence.
This dude had a duct taped picture frame made for this exact video. Oh, it's a bird. It's cute. Oh, another bird. Oh, it's a mating call.
All right, they're listening. Hold on, let me. Oh, you can kind of hear something. Hold on.
Yeah, a little roar.
You hear it in the background? It sounds
Yeah,
like
it's
a
going-
moaning.
It's like, yeah. I hear it.
So anyway,
Sounds like a fucking train going by.
There's a ton of videos. If you type in Skinwalker screaming on YouTube, you'll see the videos that we were just playing, and there's hundreds of more.
Basically, any sound you've never heard in your average everyday life is Skinwalker.
Right. So the area surrounding Skinwalker Ranch has been dotted with crop circles and littered with UFO sightings and the disappearances of people and livestock, right? That's what we talked about.
Yep.
Big Macs.
Despite this dreadful experience, Winterton, damn that name, reported that he isn't leaving Skinwalker Ranch anytime soon. Quote, it's like the ranch calls to you, you know? He said with a weird ass smile.
Did he say if you build it, they will come?
No, he just said it's like the ranch calls to you, you know? And then he went,
I wish we were recording.
I know. He just gave the what would you call that?
I don't know.
The troll face.
Yeah.
It's like the meme, the troll face is exactly what it looked like.
So now I got some of these off of ranker.com here. These are actual people who are saying that they've had experiences here, all right?
Oh, nice.
This is from Redditor, let's see, Neptune 420. It says, quote, my father owns a small delivery service that operates out of Farmington, New Mexico. We mostly deliver small packages out to the middle of nowhere that are too much of a hassle for the larger delivery companies to bother with. Okay, makes sense. My dad is the only employee, and we have a few pickup trucks and a trailer. It's not really a company. Then it was one, but anyway, whatever. One day we get a delivery out to Window Rock, Arizona on the Navajo reservation about 2 hours from Farmington. My dad gets the call for the job while he is chilling with his Navajo friend, Travis, and his girlfriend. Travis mentions how he's got family in the Window Rock that he hasn't seen in ages and suggests they go with him. Okay. I was about 6 or 7 at the time, and it was the summertime, so Dad decides we'll go down together. He can do his delivery real quick, then while Travis sees his family, we can go check out the Window Rock, which is a big rock face with a large hole in it that goes to the other side.
Gotcha.
That's what he says. Pretty cool. He actually says pretty cool. There you go. We had to convoy in separate trucks since my dad's was loaded down with freight. We decided to bring along some talkie-talkies. He called them talkie-talkies? Whatever. So we communicate with one another. We spend our time in Window Rock. Everything is generally uneventful, and we start heading home along the old highway with my dad and I in front, and Travis and his girlfriend in the truck behind us. I honestly don't remember most of the Window Rock trip, but this next part I can never forget.
Travis's girlfriend's arm started going up and down as I saw through the rearview mirror. I didn't know how to react.
Her head. Why is her head going up and down?
Logan, do you know why?
Would it rhyme with road dome?
Do you know why that's happening?
I don't know.
Do you know what is happening?
Yes, it's called.
Jesus. So he says, going on here, he says, it had just rained earlier in the day and the road was kind of slick, so we're taking it pretty slow. On the left of the highway, there is nothing but sandstone cliffs, and on the right, there is a huge field separated from the road by a small barbed wire fence. We crest the top of the hill, and down at the bottom of the hill, we see what appears to be a very large dog sitting back on its haunches in the middle of the road facing the cliff. So it's sitting down on its ass, basically. My dad calls over the radio, hey, Trav, do you see that big-ass dog? Travis starts yelling back over the radio, that's not a dog. Speed up right now and hit it.
Oh, boy.
He sounds almost hysterical. He just keeps screaming, hit it. JJ, you have to hit it. Please, please hit that fucking thing right now.
Oh.
So my dad starts to speed up, and as we get a bit closer, I can begin to see it a little bit clearly. It's covered in this brown, wiry, matted hair that appears to have dried blood all over it. It's still facing the cliffs, but the moment our headlights hit it, turns and looks at us, and it has a face. I don't know how else to describe it other than a mix between a bear's and a human's face. It looks twisted and distorted and almost in pain. As we get closer to this thing, we start to realize it's actually fucking huge. Oh. Though it was still sitting on its haunches, it's about shoulder height with the hood of the truck. Jesus.
That's pretty big.
We get literally inches from hitting it when it lets out this scream that sounds like someone screaming as their lungs were filling with water, and it leaps backwards towards the field, landing just on our side of the barbed wire fence.
It's probably a bear.
Well, possibly. Then with another leap, it was gone from sight. Travis comes over the radio again. Holy shit, keep driving. We have to get out of here. We have to go faster. He kept repeating that last part. We have to get out of here, and we have to go faster. Pretty soon, we are speeding like crazy, and just as we start to come near the outskirts of Gallup, we get pulled over. Travis pulls his truck over with us. Naturally, this makes the cop, a Navajo man himself, very on edge, and he immediately asks why Travis felt the need to pull over as well. Travis says, we just saw a Skinwalker a few miles back, and it's been following us. The officer immediately turns white, stammers something about a verbal warning, gets in his car, and takes off. We do the same. We didn't see anything else that night, but when we got home, Travis refused to let us leave without taking some kind of Navajo totem thing that was supposed to keep it away. That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think what kind of makes that story a little bit more like, is that Travis being a Navajo, and if I said Navajo, I'm so sorry, because I think I said that a minute ago. But if you're with somebody that knows that culture and they're a part of that culture and they're like, fucking go.
Yeah.
I would be shitting bricks.
I mean, we know this too from Poltergeist 2. Steven didn't believe in ghosts until was his name Bill? Mm-mm. The Indian guy that shows up.
Oh, I forget his name. It might have been Billy. It sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's a very like American name for an Indian guy that he had. He's like, it's like Bill or something.
Yeah.
But then he believed, remember, and they smoked the peyote and he went into the nether realm.
Yeah.
Parallel universe.
Yeah.
And shit happened.
It's like, okay, if we were hanging down in the hills of West Virginia and we're driving around with, say, your grandfather, my dad, and all of a sudden he's like, that's Sam Socks, we got to go. You're fucking going. You know what I mean? Because he's familiar with that whole area down there.
I think,
you know,
hearing him just yell in general would make you just want to go.
Right, exactly. Yeah. It's just crazy. So another one here. This one comes from Navajo Joe.
Ooh.
I was a kid when this happened. My uncle and I were finishing up chopping, gathering firewood for my grandmother because it was getting dark. Driving back on a dirt road at about 30 miles per hour, I had this awful sense of being watched. Before I could turn to look out my window on the passenger side, my uncle quickly shouted, "Don't." I completely froze. My heart felt like it was beating out of my chest, then completely stopped when I heard a tap, tap on my window. My uncle sped up and was loudly praying in my native language. I didn't know what was going on and thought it was over till our truck suddenly dipped from the bed. Ooh. My uncle then started saying, "Look at me and don't turn away," over and over. Then I heard it again, tap, tap, but from the window behind me. It was getting harder for me to breathe, and I wanted to cry. A minute or two passed, and the truck dipped again. My uncle looked around and sighed. It was quiet outside because besides the truck and the road. He looked at me and said, "We will ask your father to do a prayer in the morning, so the evil will forget our faces." And he said it Navajo. He said it in Navajo.
Gotcha.
I remember curling up on the seat and just staring at the radio, watching the time, listening to my uncle sing an old prayer till we got to my grandmother's house. I called my uncle because I had a nightmare that night. We talked about it for a bit. He said, I didn't see faces, just eyes, like brake lights you see on the road. It watched you.
It's kind of like a banshee. Then they say, like, when you hear a banshee scream, then something
you're supposed to like die or something like that. Yeah. So he says, before hanging up, I tried joking with him about it. Why didn't you just step on the brake when it was in the back? No laughter, just a pause, because it wasn't alone.
Oh.
See, now it's scary when you have, it's not just scary when you have just one. Imagine having multiple skinwalkers.
Like that guy that was in the woods. They were screaming back and forth to each other.
And this time they were going straight to the turning left and right constantly.
Yeah.
All right, I got a couple more here. All right, so this is from Iron Jesus. That's a great name, by the way.
It's Jesus.
That's great. Iron Jesus. It might be.
Jesus.
I don't know. I don't know the guy. He says, anybody that has been on the Navajo reservation has either probably heard of some creepy things or have experienced pretty creepy things themselves, namely skinwalkers. I have only seen one. Here is my story. I come from a small town in northern Arizona that's sandwiched between the Paiute Reservation to the north and the U.S.'s largest Navajo reservation to the south. My high school being so small, a 1A high school that has on average 80 students enrolled every year. So small high school.
Wow, it's like really small.
Always had to travel south about 5 to 10 hours one way to play another high school in any sport. This means that we travel a lot on the Navajo reservation. And we also usually stayed at hotels when we would head out to play and come home in the morning, but this trip was a little bit different. I remember the basketball coach saying that the school didn't have enough money to put up the teams in a hotel that trip, so we were going to be on the road for a total of 12 hours. That sounds shitty.
Yeah, it's rough.
It sucks.
Oh, we've been on the road for 12 hours.
Yeah, multiple times.
Great.
Yeah,
Longer than that.
Yeah. I was the only male senior to play basketball that season. We had just got done playing our game and headed home on our bus. Big Blue. We were headed out, and it wasn't long, about 2 hours of driving, before we had entered the reservation, I guess. By this time, everyone was asleep, with it being about 2 a.m. When we had crossed the Rez's border, I noticed the bus driver had sped up and was now going about 85 miles an hour. I thought this was a little bit weird because he never exceeded the speed limit, at least not in my high school career. For some reason, I couldn't fall asleep like the rest of my teammates, and I just sat at the back of the bus staring out across the desolate desert landscape that was lit up by the full moon. As I looked out, I could see a figure running towards the bus at an angle of pursuit and keeping up with the bus at 85 miles an hour.
Have you seen this boy?
As the figure got closer, I saw that it was a humanoid form. As a matter of fact, it looked exactly like a human, only that the face was painted half black and half white with glowing eyes.
Ooh.
Glowing eyes like a rabbit's eyes reflecting light from a spotlight. I immediately thought, holy crap, it's a skinwalker. The skinwalker ran up to the edge of the road and just kept up pace, with the bus hurtling sagebrush. That's the way it's written. Hold on. Hurtling and rocks while staring at me. After I made eye contact with the thing, I could not look away. Remember earlier it says if you make eye contact, it was as something was holding my head and eyes in place. The skinwalker just smiled at me, this inhuman smile that went ear to ear, showing crooked yellow pointed teeth. I felt like I was going to throw up, and I was panicking through the entire ordeal. The skinwalker started to crumble down onto all fours, still keeping up with the bus. I could see his bones crack and reform. Ooh! Hair started appearing all over the skinwalker's body, and in about 3 seconds was now a coyote, and it ran off back into the desert out of view. As soon as it was gone, I ran to the onboard bathroom and puked a mixture of food and blood.
Ooh.
I didn't want to tell anyone.
I think he's pregnant. He should probably go to the doctor.
I didn't want to tell anyone for fear that they would think I was crazy. I confided in my Navajo friend. She told me that I needed to see the chief, who also happened to be a friend of mine, and get a blessing. I saw him the next day, the next school day in the parking lot. He came up to me, damn it, and mumbled something in Navajo while waving a feathered scepter-like thing. Turned around, got in his truck, and drove away. To this day, I haven't seen another skinwalker. It might be due to the fact that I moved away from that town and the reservation, and if I do have to go south, I go around, way around.
There's a lot of writers on Reddit.
Yeah.
Just a few.
Creative writers.
Very creative.
Yeah.
I mean, oh, man. I don't know. There's a couple more on here, but I don't know. I think that's kind of getting the point across.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you oh boy, what do you guys think?
I don't know. This is the first I've ever heard of him. Like, I've never heard of it prior to. I've heard you guys talk about Skinwalker, like you and Moody, but I didn't know what the hell it was until now.
Hey, you.
I had no idea. I really had no idea.
And now, boys and girls, it's your favorite part of the show, the movie review. Which top 10 movies will make the cut today?
So there really isn't any movies that I saw, I could be wrong, about Skinwalkers.
Okay.
So we have the top 10 movies about Native Americans.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Top 10 movies about Native Americans?
It just says best Native American movies.
Oh, okay, cool. All right.
Top 10.
All right. And where's this from?
IMDb.
IMDb.
And I did do the filter.
Okay.
So
it's actually going to be right then?
Yeah,
okay,
so
good.
It's going to be right. Okay. So we're going to start off with number 10.
Number 10.
It is called Dead Man's Walk.
Oh, is that, hold on. Is that, nope, never mind. Val Kilmer?
1996? No.
It's not Val Kilmer?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
It's a 7.2 on the Richter scale.
Wow.
Okay.
Which is pretty good.
On the Richter scale.
PG-13.
That's a huge bitch.
It says, in this prequel to Lonesome Dove. You ever seen Lonesome Dove?
I have seen Lonesome Dove.
So this is the prequel to it, apparently.
Yeah.
Two young men joined the Texas Rangers unit that's on a mission to annex Santa Fe. I don't recognize anyone, or Edward James Olmos. That's the only famous person.
That's awesome.
So
that's great.
That's number 10.
All right, number 10. All right.
Okay, this is probably what you were thinking of. This is number 9. It's called Thunderheart.
Maybe that's what I was thinking
1992,
of. Val Kilmer? Okay, yeah.
It's a 6.8 on the Richter scale.
It was a cool movie.
Mm-hmm. A young mixed-blood FBI agent is assigned to work as a cynical veteran investigator on a murder on a poverty-stricken Sioux reservation.
Did you say Sioux?
Sioux.
Sioux.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Sioux, right? Spell
the X is silent. It's that one made $22 million, by the way.
Yeah, that was a pretty good.
I did see that a long time ago.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Yeah.
That's the one where he jumps and turns into the bird.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Yep.
Val Kilmer, that's like his heyday, but like he was starting to decline.
Did you see the documentary?
Yeah, saddest thing ever.
I know.
Jesus. That guy was like my hero, and you see that, and it's like, I mean, I'm glad he's still doing his thing, but that whole oh my God, I was like traumatized by that.
And even just like when he went to like the tombstone thing and he's like signing all the autographs and he just walks back by himself in the dark and goes in that shitty
or when they had to cancel it because he was starting to feel like shit.
Yeah.
And they like left and he went and laid down.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
So he had to have what do you have? Like a throat cancer?
Stoma?
Yeah.
What is that called? Like the when he had little...
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's what he has, at least at the time of the documentary or whatever.
Well, his son does the narration. His son sounds just like how he would sound.
Yeah, sounds just like him. Yeah. And so apparently in the documentary, his entire life, he's always had a camera in his hand and documented pretty much everything.
No kidding.
So you got to see everything from when he was a kid, when he was in high school. It's really great. It's called
Val.
Yeah. Just
it's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah. Great
Yeah,
movie.
you got
Great
it.
movie.
Check it out. It's good.
Yeah.
Number 8 is Smoke Signals. Have you seen this? I think this is like a Disney thing. 1998. It's a comedy drama. It's a 7.2 on the Richter scale.
Oh.
Arnold rescued Thomas from a fire when he was a child. Thomas thinks... Hold on. Thomas thinks of Arnold as a hero, while Arnold's son Victor resents his father's alcoholism, violence, and abandonment of his family.
This is a Disney movie?
No, it's not. It looks like it. From the cover, it does.
Oh.
Nobody we know, so moving on.
Okay.
Number 7, you've had to seen this. I've seen parts of it. I've never watched the whole thing. Wind Talkers, 2002, 6.1.
Oh, that's actually awesome. That actually has to do with, what was it? Is it World War II?
Yes.
I believe. Yeah, World War II.
Two
when they
US
actually...
Marines
Yeah,
in
go ahead.
World War II are assigned to Project Navajo Marines,
Uh-huh.
who use their native language as an unbreakable radio cipher. It's Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
And
It's a true story, too.
Yeah, I
Like
don't know of the movie, but I know of what actually happened. They actually hired a bunch of Navajo people to try and, 1, crack codes, and 2, they made their own code too.
Yeah, it was.
Communicate with everybody
They
else.
actually helped out a lot with that, too.
Huge, yeah.
2002. God, that seems... It doesn't seem like that was that long ago, but that was a long time
That was
ago.
20
years.
I know, but right?
Yeah, 20
Like when
years.
you hear 2000, when you see 2002,
Yep.
it's like, yeah, that wasn't that long ago. But then
Yeah.
you,
I was 6. Oh, yeah, you're old.
Yep. How much did it make?
40.91 million.
Ooh,
Damn.
good for
Well,
them.
because Nick Cage.
Well,
Yeah, of course.
I'm a vampire. I'm a vampire.
The Bees.
What?
What a horrible
Oh, I
movie.
know.
Uh,
There's a whole YouTube montage
Yeah.
of his freakouts. They're pretty good.
it was Wicker Man. It's so bad. Did you see the new one he's got coming out? I think we talked about it before. Where
Have you seen? Oh, isn't he like
No, he's playing himself, and somebody hires him to come to his house for like a birthday party, and a bunch
really?
of shit happens.
I didn't
Yeah,
see
no.
that.
It looks amazing, to be honest.
Have you seen Willy's Wonderland?
Yes, I thought it was great.
Dude, it's amazing.
I thought it was great.
The man doesn't have a single fucking line.
He doesn't
the
speak
entire
once.
movie,
Not once.
but he's a badass.
Yeah, it's great. He's basically locked inside a Chuck E. Cheese that's
Yeah.
evil.
Yeah.
And it's the
haunted.
dumbest.
So it's like Five Nights at Freddy with Nicolas Cage.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just dumb as shit.
But it's amazing.
I liked
It's
it.
fucking amazing. I loved every moment of it.
Number 6 is Little Big Man,
Oh yeah.
1970.
Oh yeah.
It's 7.6 stars.
Wow.
Little Big Man. I'm trying to think. That's not
Dustin Hoffman, Faye Dunaway, Chief Dan George.
They actually
Okay.
Jack Crabb, looking back from extreme old age, tells of his life being raised by Native Americans and fighting with General Custer.
Okay. Yeah, I've never seen that one. I mean, Dustin Hoffman, that's all.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Never heard of it.
Yeah.
Number 5 is Into the West.
Okay.
That's a 2005, solid 8 stars.
Nice.
Tales from the American West in the 19th century, told from the perspective of 2 families, one of the white settlers and one of the Native Americans.
All right.
Nobody famous. I promise I did the filter on this. Number 4
There's
is
probably not a lot of them, you know what I
No,
mean?
yeah.
So, unfortunately, yeah.
Number 4 is Geronimo, an
Okay.
American Legend, 1993.
Okay.
6.6 stars. It made 18 million. Gene Hackman and Robert Duvall.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
The story of the Apache chief and his armed resistance to the U.S. government's subjugation of his people.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
All right. Number 3 is The Missing.
The Missing.
That sounds familiar.
Tommy Lee Jones, Kate Blanchett, Evan Rachel Wood. Is that Elijah Wood's sister, right?
I'm not sure.
I think so.
Got me fucked.
6.5. It's 2003. 6.5 stars. In 1885, New Mexico, a frontier medicine woman forms an uneasy alliance with her estranged father when her daughter is kidnapped by Apache Brujo.
Brujo. Yeah.
Oh, it's directed by Ron Howard.
Yeah.
Huh.
Bruja is a witch.
Huh.
Yeah.
26 million. I mean, I don't know. Ron Howard's movies are pretty good.
Yeah.
Usually.
He's great. What year was that?
Usually, 2003.
Okay.
And Tommy Lee Jones is in it.
Yeah.
Okay. This one we've all seen. Number 2,
Oh, boy.
Last of the Mohicans.
I've never seen that.
Same.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I've never seen it.
Never.
Wow.
I've seen Thunderheart and Dances with Wolves. About as close as I get to that earlier.
Daniel Day-Lewis. It's pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's long, right? Isn't it like a
is
super long
It's,
movie?
112 minutes.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's
not
not bad.
that long at all. Less
But
than 2 hours.
it's 7.7 and it made 75 million.
What's it about?
It is about 3 trappers protect the daughters of British colonel in the midst of French and Indian War.
So kind of like Pocahontas.
Kind of. But
Sounds like it.
with more gore.
Oh, please let Pocahontas be the first one.
Number 1.
Yeah.
We need to get a drum roll.
Yeah, we need a drum roll. Brrr.
Dances with Wolves.
Ah.
1990.
That movie was like one of the first movies to make me cry.
Really?
I've never seen it.
Seriously?
Yep.
Oh, it's awesome.
Never seen it.
That's a good one.
It's Kevin Costner,
It's
right?
worth watching.
Yeah.
It's really good, yeah.
181 minutes.
Yeah. Maybe that's the one I was thinking of. That's like super long.
8 stars.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Guess how much money he made?
Hold on. 121.
42 million.
About 184 million.
God damn. All right. Yeah, I knew it was like huge.
It
when
was
came
it
out.
was a good movie.
Yeah.
Got it on VHS, mate.
I've never seen it.
You want to watch it?
Lieutenant
I
John
don't have a
Dunbar,
VHS player.
Nor a TV that can play on
yeah.
assigned to a remote Western Civil War outpost, befriends wolves and Native Americans, making him an intolerable aberration in the military.
I'm not mistaken. I believe he like almost
So he's like basically right. He's a
Yeah.
soldier, and he gets abandoned basically, and
he's
he
like dying.
he like joins the Indians basically.
I
And,
know
like,
of the
and
movie.
fights with them and becomes one. You know what I mean?
Super sad, actually. Like halfway through, it's like this like 5 or 10 minute long like fucking like dead him dying scene, and then like you hear all these like chants going on and singing, and it made me cry when I was 6.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I need to sit down and watch that one of these days.
It's good.
And that's your movie.
Those are the movies, dude. So back in the day, there was a movie called A Man Called Horse.
Nice.
It's from 1970.
Did he talk like this the
No, he wasn't horse himself.
Oh,
Like, no,
Gotcha.
he wasn't a smoker. Yeah, but there was a part in it where like the guy actually like he was trying to. He was either being. I don't remember. All I remember is like as a kid, I watched this and they like put hooks in his back and raised him up in the air with this horse pulling him like with these freaking big ass hooks in his back.
So like some Chris Angel shit.
But it was like the Native Americans were doing that to him.
Did you ever watch Bone Tomahawk?
Jeez.
Yes, loved it. God, I love that movie.
That's a fucked up.
That is so awesome. Where he puts him upside down, and
Uh-huh.
that's a fucking amazing movie.
I have to watch that.
That's Kurt Russell.
Yeah. And
Really?
what's his name from Lost? Jack from Lost.
Yeah. I don't know his name.
Matthew Fox.
Yeah. It's definitely
That's a fucked up movie.
it's fucked up. So those are the movies, and that was the Skinwalkers. I don't know if I'm ever going to go over into that area ever again, because I mean they sound pretty traumatic to
So
me.
when are we going to talk about Luke?
Luke?
Yeah.
It's Skywalker.
Is that what we were talking about?
No, it's not.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because I believe Jeff was talking.
Yeah. Don't
No?
don't listen to him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So listen, make sure to stop over to our official website, themidnighttrainpodcast.com. At our website, you can buy some super sweet merchandise at our store, of course, where you can find the Duke of Fingerbum shirt, the Don't Be a DeSalva shirt, all kinds of cool stuff, hats, phone cases, and so much more. And listen, you can also go over there, click on our one little link we got over there for our sponsors, and you can get yourself some soap.
Oh, baby.
In fact, they have a new one out. I don't know if you saw this, Dr. Squatch soap. It's supposed to be peppermint. It's for Valentine's Day.
Oh.
And it's called like either Bow Chicka Wow Wow, I think is what it's called.
Nice.
Yeah. And
I did see it at Walmart, by the way.
they have it?
Yeah, we were at Walmart. I should take a picture of it. We were at Walmart
That seems odd.
4 days ago. They have a big kiosk of it. It's got the guy on it. It's got all the different kinds, like the pine and all the different ones.
Well, damn it. You should get it anyway. So
Yes.
Dr. Squatch soap is changing the way men approach hygiene by providing all natural, high quality, healthy products like bar soaps, hair care, colognes, beard oils, and more. They make you feel like a man and smell like a champion. And they really do smell good.
Oh, man. I use them every day.
They're
I'm
amazing.
getting sad because
You're
I'm
running low?
finally down to my last. I'm on Darth Vader, and I saved him from last.
Uh-huh.
And the bar is like this thing.
Got to get some more, dude.
I know.
I got to reorder too. I'm on my last bar right now. Yeah.
Same.
So all soaps and products are made right here in the U.S. using the finest all-natural ingredients, not cheaply made or harmfully mass-produced. Get 20% off your first subscription. Just head on over to the midnighttrainpodcast.com/sponsors. Click on the banner and use promo code DSC Squatch20 to get the best damn soap. And it is. It's awesome. Also, while you're there, hey, get your dog a bark box. You know what I mean? It's an amazing little thing where they can send a box full of goodies to your dog, and you can actually get 1 free month when you sign up over there. So make sure you're clicking on the sponsors.
Are we allowed
and
to
doing
sign
that.
up?
Yeah, of course.
I kind of want to check that out for my dog.
You should.
Yeah.
Do it.
I have 2 dogs, so I'm thinking about doing it
We
for
should.
sure. Yeah.
Do it.
Do it.
Why are you yelling at me? Do it.
Do it.
We're sitting across the table. Stop yelling. Do it.
So make sure you're doing that. Bark Box is awesome. And again, if you're not familiar, they literally will put together boxes for your dog and toys and things that they actually make for you. They curate the thing for your dog. So go in there and do that. It's cool. Plus your dog. You love your dog. So show your dog some love. Right?
That's right.
And if you like what you heard from us, consider being a producer of the show by heading over to the midnighttrainpodcast.com and clicking on the Patreon button, or simply go to patreon.com/the Midnight Train Podcast. Yes, you have to use the URL. You can't search us up there because we are adult content.
Potty mouth.
Yeah. For as little as $5 a month, you can get all kinds of cool stuff like custom shirts, custom poster, custom sticker, all kinds of bonus episodes, which we're going to be doing another one here soon. So if you're a diehard Midnight Train fan and you like what you hear from us, hey, help produce this motherfucker, all right? Seriously, we appreciate it.
Yes.
Most importantly, share the Midnight Train with everyone, please. Because,
Everyone?
Word of mouth. Yeah, I think everyone needs to. Well, maybe not everyone.
I mean, mostly everyone.
If you think they'd be into it, use your discretion.
I think even if you don't think they would.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't think they would.
By the way, just in case, let's say hi Justin's mom. We have to say hi to Justin's mom.
Hi, Justin.
Hi, Justin's mom.
There you go, just in case. Because she
Hope you like wrestling too.
he said she started listening to it, and I was like,
Oh, nice.
so yes, that's awesome. That's amazing. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, anywhere that you can possibly find us. We are going to be there on the socials. And if you listen to Spotify, make sure to rate us over there. They just added that feature, and it'd be super cool if you guys could do that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and also we're on Good Pods. I mean, we're all over the place. So if you need a new
If you blink,
podcast
you've
player,
seen us.
yeah, we're there. So it is a sad day.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
How sad.
it's sad because I'm not sure if I believe in skinwalkers.
That is a sad day.
Why?
He doesn't believe in aliens.
Right.
He doesn't believe in ghosts.
It feels a little bit, there's a lot of...
He doesn't believe in a skinwalker that can do legitimately everything.
Yeah.
Right. How could you not believe that?
No, I'm saying I might. I feel like there's some credence to this.
Oh, like
That's what I'm saying.
Creedence Clearwater Revival?
Name one song.
Oh, man. Do you want me to tell you 10 of them? Because I can right now.
You're a huge fan.
Oh, yeah,
You
man,
can
you're a
sing a
huge
song.
fan.
I'm like, oh, it's CCR. But if you tell me to name a song, I'm like,
You said you had a story to tell
Uh-oh.
at the end of this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, wait, real quick. Let's do.
Okay.
You're supposed to read some names, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, well, in honor of Justin's mom being a new listener,
Yeah. She's not a pooper, but she is a listener.
right?
Yeah.
We're going to do a little challenge here, a mission, if you will.
Oh.
Oh.
You're going to have 30 seconds to read these names.
Oh,
See
boy.
if you can do it.
Okay, hold on. Wait. We can't thank you enough for all your love and support, especially you poopers. You passengers, you really do keep the train moving. Thank you all so much for listening, okay? And a very special thank you
Ready?
to our fearless, hold on, and to our poopers. Margaret Dempsey, Kelly Ryan, Corey Krakowski, Nathan Diekman, Hank Sanchez, Stacy Lacona, Nicholas Cooper, Caitlin McKinney, Trent Scott, Spencer Dunlap, Jacob Cook, Maggie Brothers, Albert Lopez, Miles Campbell, Brian Gunselman, Margaret Atkins, Colleen Cox, Pumpkin Escobar, Mac Doherty, Turner Cox, so many Cox on our pooper, Sydney Sayer, Gina Madison, Janice Sherrill, Laura Randall, Chad Flint, Chris McLeod, Justin Kowalczyk, Rob Webb, and the Funbox Podcast. Thank you so much for being Christina Skelton and Jessica Bartolome from the Sister Skeleton. Make sure you check out both those podcasts. Maria Gibbs, Chainsaw.
Always a chainsaw. That was close, though.
To Jigsaw, Rick Resler, and Courtney Batchelor, Katie Brabenek, and of course our boy Bill Birch. You know what that means? That I couldn't do it in 30 seconds? That means that we have so many poopers that I cannot say their names in 30 seconds. That's amazing.
It's an impossible mission.
And man, I was trying.
You know what's crazy, though?
I was trying.
Most of those poopers, they have a lot of cocks.
We have a lot of cocks in our poopers.
We have a lot of cocks in our poopers.
A lot of cocks in the poopers.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations to Skeleton Sisters. 100th episode is coming up next.
Hey! Hold on.
100th episode.
100 episodes. Holy
Bunch of smug
shit.
fucks, man.
Bunch of smug fucks. That's hilarious.
Congrats, though.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Congratulations. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Good for them. So what's the story you want to say?
Oh, okay. So this is the weird good. No, we're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to
Do you
do
think
it?
he listens?
No, he doesn't. Who gives a?
Yeah,
Don't say
okay.
names.
Who is it?
All right. So in one of our bands,
Yeah.
going in the back,
Was it Erase the Gray, Burning Vegas, Blackout Superstar?
I'm not gonna tell you which one.
Cool Whips.
you can just guess which one in your own
I've
scenario.
guessed 6.
Just pick one.
I don't know the country band one.
Okay, so we decided we had enough of this drummer.
Correct.
Okay.
He
Burning Vegas.
No.
he talked a lot of talk in the beginning, and he was
Wait, do I know him?
decent until we hit the studio. And that's if for drummers out there. We'll get into this on our other podcast.
Yeah.
because it's all about music. But
What podcast?
It's the Timekeepers.
yeah,
No,
not the podcast.
the podcast.
Yeah.
No. It's Icons and Outlaws, but the drummers are timekeepers.
Okay.
yeah,
And they're very, very
they make
solid.
or break
They're a foundation.
the live performance. They
Yeah.
do.
Gotcha.
Well, you also get introduced to this thing called a click, which is a metronome.
Yeah.
in the studio, and majority of drummers don't even know what that is or how to play to that.
Well, they didn't. I think now it's more popular and prominent, but back in the day, it by no means.
Right.
Yeah.
So what that means for you guys out there that don't understand this is I have a beat, okay,
and you play to it.
and I got to play my drums to it. So, it's got to be on time
Right.
for everything else to line up because everybody goes off of that. same
Editing
click track.
purposes and so on and so forth.
This guy couldn't do it at all. I mean, we're talking days, dollars. We spent a lot of money. We wasted a lot of time, and he just couldn't do it.
No.
Really?
So we hired somebody else to do the drums, and he learned them to play them live, which was okay,
Yeah.
right?
Kind of.
And then after quite a few shows, it didn't work.
He just couldn't get it.
Right.
And he was also kind of a dickhead.
Yeah, he was.
I'll put it that way.
We'll just say he cheated on his wife a lot when we were on the road.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So
He had this trick where his wedding ring would disappear when girls would come up.
Yeah, which I'd never seen anyone actually do before. He would take his
I know.
hands and like if you were just standing talking to someone and you happen to slide your hands in your pockets, next thing you know, he'd pull his hands out and that ring would be gone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
so he was a magician.
yeah.
And here's the fucked up thing.
Yeah,
was
he made his dick
wife
disappear every night.
His wife was like the sweetest person ever.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
she would always like bring us food and drinks and like
Oh.
just super nice,
Okay.
And he just whatever. So anyways, we had enough with this guy. We're like, you know what? He just doesn't fit.
Yeah.
So we decided we were gonna fire him. Let him go.
Gotcha.
And we were coming home from one of our Weekend Warrior tour shows. I don't know where the fuck we were.
Massachusetts, if I'm
Was
not
it?
mistaken. Wasn't
Okay.
it?
Was that the 13-hour drive?
That was the Halloween show that with the snowstorm.
Oh my god.
Wasn't it Mass? I think it was Mass. I think so. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So it was a long ass drive, and we knew, everybody in the band except him, we all knew that this was going to happen when we got back.
Well, he
home.
drove separately, and so like we were all together, and yeah. Anyway,
So we finally get home. Okay. And he can kind of sense we're like loading gear in, and no one's making eye contact with him because it was just so awkward and uncomfortable, and we all knew what was going to happen. And he could kind of sense there was like a vibe going on. So finally, we all meet at like the front of the street where the cars are, and we're getting ready to go and stuff. And he goes, and he was Canadian, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
See-
you definitely gave it away there, but go ahead.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
So he's like, hey, he's like, are we good? And John goes, we're all standing on one side and he's on the other. And John goes, we're good, like pointing at us, He goes, we're good. And just left it at that. And the guy's like, well, you guys are good? And John's like, yeah, we're good. And then our bass player went up and was just like, yeah, dude, you're fired. Go home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was like a long ride home, and we're like literally like talking about it the whole way. It was like every show. Well, not only was it the recording, but it was every show was just it was bad. It was bad. And
so it's like an inside joke that we have. So like whenever like something goes wrong, John and I will be like, we're good.
No, we're good.
So that's what that means.
So that's what that was.
Hope you enjoy that story. There's going to be more of crazy shit like that.
Yeah,
on
so make
Icons
sure
and
you
Outlaws.
guys, and the trailer will be dropping soon, so make sure you subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. And listen, stay safe out there, passengers. We hope you enjoyed the Skinwalkers because they scared the shit out of me. And as always,
Choo choo.
you motherfuckers.
Go home and get your shoebox.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.